Hello, 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 everybody. What's up, Summer Vibes? What's up, Michelle? Clink Scales. Peace and blessings to you, too. You dig? Love, this is love that I'm feeling. Hey, what up, my hotties and shooters? What is poppin'? I am glad to see every single face in the building. Yeah, dig? What up, Sweets the Queen, sis? What up, Mystical Missy Bitsy Queen Slay? Ms. Lackey, sis, deeper than skin deep. What is going on in the building, man? Who did I miss? Please tell me, Hollywood teaser, Miss Sassy. What is poppin'? Vistas and vibes. Shout out to Travel Jet Setter 87 for joining the Hotties and Shooters family. We welcome all new members. What up, Queen B? And we appreciate you guys for showing the love and support. Listen, I miss you guys. I miss my family, man. I speak to you guys sometimes more than I do to everybody else. I mean, I speak with you guys, and I don't be on YouTube often. A lot of people be like, "Yo, you Cloud Jason, you Cloud." Listen, I don't even be on here, and my name still ring bells. You dig? Y'all still speaking on the kid. They still speaking on the kid. We ain't gonna talk about that right now, shall we? Because it is an open talk. So open talk, meaning everybody is allowed to come up here and share and express they true their true. Let me sound correct, politically correct. You dig? They can share their truth. Yo, Kai, what up, homie? What up, dog? What up, family? And come up on the panel. I'm gonna drop the link now. I'm gonna drop it early because I really ain't got no content to show y'all. I just want to come here and politic, chop it up. Say what up to my peoples, my family, my friends, my supporters, all that and all that. This, that, and the third, and all that. So that's what we're gonna do. Whoever's with it can stay. Whoever's not can leave. That's just how it's going down today. But there's a lot of shit going on, so I'm pretty sure you guys have a lot of important topics to talk about. I might have a few. You dig? Even though I don't be on the scenes like that, I be working behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So just because you don't see me on YouTube don't mean I ain't working. Y'all seen how I got that little interview with that lady exposing the Gorilla Glue girl the other day behind the scenes. Cool as fuck. I fuck with Miss December Reed all day. That is my new queen, my new sis, I support her. She support me, my new supporter. And I heard now somebody trying to sue another content creator that gave her an interview, which is fucking bananas. Well, not somebody trying to sue, the Gorilla Girl trying to sue another content creator that shared December Reed's live or interviewed December Reed. Well, listen, how the fuck you mad at her for interviewing December Reed? Now, this is a big content creator, y'all. She big. You dig? Let me drop the link because I know a lot of y'all got some shit to say in this open talk season. You dig? It's open talk season. I'm making this show for my subscribers today. This is all about my subscribers. Today the subscribers will have the floor. So you guys will be able to come up. You guys will be able to control the topic. You guys will be able to give your opinions, your concerns, and your thoughts on whatever it is that's being spoken on. You guys will have the opportunity to come on a panel at all times. This is an open talk. I don't do this often, but we doing this today. Thanks to the idea of a good old friend. I'm feeling good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeling real good. I got my drink in my two-step, my drink. Nah, I do. I got my little drink today. I'm not drunk. I'm a little tipsy. I'm a little saucy. And whatnot, you dig? But I ain't drunk, so I know what we doing. And take a sip. Speaking of which, life is good, thank God, amen. Shout out to the creator, the almighty, the omega. The person in charge, the person that look after his children, including all of us here today. Thank you, Travel Just Said, and shout out to December Reed for putting you on to me. I appreciate you for that. And I appreciate her as well. December Reed is a really sweet lady. From what I can see, from what I can feel, she has a sweet soul. And she's about it. Like she like me. She from the hood, but she cool as fuck with everybody. Just don't fuck with her. That's the type of vibe I get from Miss December Reed. I feel like she a real one. You know what I'm saying? A rare, real one. There's few of us out there, y'all. Um, yeah, we love a saucy hot shot because you know y'all get the most out of a saucy hot shot. Y'all, you know the sober hot shot be holding back a little bit. Like yo, I don't want to say too much. Keza know me good. See, that's that New York shit, Keza. That's that New York. That's that Bronx shit, Keza. Man, you know me well. We love a saucy hot shot. See, y'all get the most out of a saucy hot shot. At Tico, I'm old, child. I be forgetting. Trust me, ain't we old? But a lot of us look good for our age, man. I ain't shy my age. I look good for my shit. And I'm not to toot my own horn, but that's just what I be told. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, damn, for real? You look at least 10 years younger. What up, Taz and Donna? Say what up to your husband for me. Deeper than skin deep. What up, Queen? I ain't seen Deeper than Skin Deep channel. Definitely go ahead and check it out. So you gotta go a lot of good things for the ladies and the queens out there. Real baby, what up? Y'all go ahead and check out my other sis, Sweets the Queen. She talk about a lot of interesting topics. Miss Juicy reviews, my other sis. Miss Lackey, my other sis. Show these queens some love, man. Y'all go through their channels and show them some love, man. There's a couple of more I might not be remembering at the moment, but other than that, shout out to all of them. If I forgot you, just post it in the chat. You know, man, I show love to everybody. And a lot of my supporters be like, yo, that's your problem. You show everybody some fucking love, man. Stop it. Stop it. You don't know a lot of these people. A lot of them you do, but a lot of them you don't. I'll just be like, listen, I show love to everybody. If they fuck up, that's on them. I ain't got nothing to do with they fuck up. As long as you guys could see from the beginning, I ain't do nothing to nobody but show love and support. Me too. I'm from the hood. Oh, you from the hood too? That's what I'm talking about, man. You a male or female travel jet setter? Let me know if you're a male or female, because most of my supporters is females. So it'd be good to have a couple of males in here, you know, to share a male's perspective or point of view at times. Itsy Bitsy, what up, Queen? That's my baby right there. I fuck with Itsy Bitsy, man. Thug Passion, you already know, Keza. That's that hypnotic with fucking Remy. You feel me? That's that hypnotic with Remy. That red bottle of Remy. That blue bottle of hypnotic. That no, that's that Hulk. That's that Hulk. Remy's that Remy with fucking Hennessy. That's the Thug Passion, baby. Listen to that old school hip hop making me miss New York for real, for real. Dip it in skin deep. You already know New York where that, baby. New York where that, you dig? Slay is all good. I'll be paying attention to my elders, you dig? Respect your elders out here. You heard? You ain't lying on the bomb. I don't even look 20. You dig? Look at my sis pick right there, man. You would never think she a fucking day old as she is. You ain't never think she's her age, man. Sis look good. God bless. God bless. You know that black don't crack, baby. Yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Please do. We're gonna have a good conversation today, y'all, because there's a lot of shit going on. I know y'all got a lot of shit to talk about. So whatever y'all want to talk about, please come on the panel. I'm gonna drop the link again, or just tell me in the chat. I'm gonna be looking into the chat. Let me just get in the chat and see what y'all talking about. See what y'all talking about. Let me see. Let me see what y'all talking about. I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about in a minute. Let me see what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? What y'all talking about here? What's going on? Who fucking with y'all? Who fucking with my hotties and shooters, man? Talk to me. Talk to the kid, man. Talk to the kid, man. Well, if y'all want to go on fucking music break and request a song, let me know that too. We could do that. Thank you, Keza, for showing Deeper Than Skin Deep some love and support. That's what's up. I love when my people show each other love and support and uplift each other. That's what we here for, you dig? I love that palette. Ooh, it's that palette, baby. Thank you so much, Sweets the Queen. Appreciate you. It's the sis right there. Slay is the sis. I mean, it's Lacky's the sis. Let's start Brooklyn. Crooklyn, Crooklyn. I remember that. I mean, it was Brooklyn, but Crooklyn, the movie. My dad used to drip Remy Martin VSOP. You dig? So you know what time it is. You already know what to do. Drink. You already know what it do. You be knowing. Tico, I'm gonna fuck you up. Yeah, don't take them seriously. They sisters. Tico and Slay's sisters. All of us in here, we family. Don't take them seriously, y'all. They not beefing. That's just how we talk to each other. We understand each other. We understand each other over here. We don't need to hate us trying to tell us how we talk. Mail, laughing out loud. I'm from Chicago, West Side, Madison, and Pulaski all day, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We need some more males. Not for nothing. We don't need some more males. I'll take that back. We need a couple of males. Because I'm good with my queens. My queens show me the most love and support. But I feel like we need a couple of males. So I'm glad you joined the shooters team because you a shooter. I mean, now we got some females that's out, that's hotties and shooters. Because, they hotties, but they gets down with the business. So they shooters too. But you a dude. You're a shooter. I mean, if you want to consider yourself a hottie by all means, that's on you. I'm just saying. Welcome to the family, dog. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you joining. I really do. I really do. Kai is another one. He another male. So I appreciate my males in the building. You hear me? You hear me? Y'all would never guess my age. You look good for whatever age it is. Choke no joke from the tunnel days. You're ready. You're ready. Let me see what else y'all got to say. Oh my God, Funk Flex at the tunnel Sunday nights. You already know. Hold on, I gotta take a drink to that. Hold on, I gotta take a sip to that shit. Hold on. Nah, that don't sound good. Hold on. There we go. All right. Y'all know a nigga shows me he acting up, man. What y'all got to talk about? My name being dragged on Instagram. Y'all don't follow me on Instagram. Please do. It is hotshot_radio. So it's the same way my YouTube name is. Only difference is it has an underscore in between hotshot and radio. So go ahead and follow me. Y'all can go ahead and see all the mess has been going on lately. We got somebody allegedly from Nicki Minaj's team or Inner Circle or Camp wishing death on my kids and my followers' kids. As if the story doesn't get any weirder. But yeah, they wishing death on all of my subscribers' kids and all that. I told this individual, like, yo, you being mad, malicious, and evil for no reason just because I covered a victim's story. What's poppin', Pharaoh Diaries magazine? What's poppin'? Was good, baby. So yeah, they was wishing death. And then after that, they started trying to expose me and dox me and all kinds of dumb shit, man. There's a lot of crazy shit going on that I've been dealing with behind the scenes. But however, it's stupid and ridiculous because it's evident and obvious and clear that people are mad at the story I covered. That's all it is. People are mad. They're mad at the story I covered. And I understand if your friend, celebrity or not, is involved in this kind of story, you want to kind of stick up for your friend and shit and be like, yo, I got your back. Don't worry. Create all kinds of false narratives and all kinds of shit. I understand all that, but don't wish death on nobody kids, man. Don't threaten to kill me. Oh, where you at? Take your mask off. Drop your addy. Like, come on, don't threaten to kill me, man. Y'all bugging the fuck out. But it's a new day because Hotshot is rejuvenated, man. We rebuilt. We rejuvenated, we revampired. Now, I mean, we vampires out in these streets. But listen, I ain't got nothing to be afraid of. I mean, I do got something to be afraid of because they threatened me. A nigga got money and power. Allegedly, is her people's doing it. But I shouldn't even be saying allegedly, but allegedly, for the purpose of the show. Other than that, these people are no. They just hold no weight because it's like, yo, your argument and your hate and your malice does not add up or make sense. You hate me and you want me dead because I show the victim support. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So you think a boy losing sleep? You think your boy losing a meal? Stop playing with your boy. And then, and then we got these content creators that still got my name in their motherfucking mouth. The fuck is that about? They still got my name in a motherfucking mouth. Your boy don't fuck with nobody. I stayed to myself. I don't even be on this YouTube shit unless it's necessary. Unless my people's like today. My people's was in my inbox. It was in my DMs on Instagram. That's why I be telling y'all, follow me on Instagram so y'all can see where everything at. Yeah, they was like, yo, Hotshot, you got to get up on it, man. We miss you. We want to hear you. I'm like, well, what do you want me to talk about? I don't know. Just get on it. Talk about something. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna get on there. I'm just have an open talk and y'all can talk about something. How about that? How about that? What you think about Megan and Party? What you think about Megan and Party? You think Party was too aggressive for Megan? Or you think Megan just loved the bad boy type of dudes? What you think? What's poppin'? I'm pissed about what they saying about Meg's cover. Oh shit, talk about it, Pharaoh. Let me drop the link again. You want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. You come up here on this platform and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Don't mind my retarded, not my retarded, my goofy voice. That's my goofy voice right there. Let's do a review of the Biggie Smalls new documentary coming up. Ooh, I like that. Kai, you were supposed to back me up, fam. Kai, yeah, you the king in the chat, man. Supposed to back up the queens, man. My gang, get ready to take that Hot Shot Radio mic. So yeah, boy. Thank you, sis. You know me well. Get ready to take my mic away. As a matter of fact, why don't you come up on the panel? Take my mic away, man. Stop playing with me, sis. Sis, I need you to come up on here anyway. I need to take a little break, go fill my cup, go take a leak. I'm keeping it 1,000. You know me. Saucy Hot Shot keep it all the way 1,000. Sober Hot Shot keep it 1,000 as it is. But Saucy Hot Shot keep it all. Oh, he keep it a milli. No filter. It ain't. So ask me whatever the fuck y'all want to ask me right now about whoever the fuck you want to ask me about. Get a. I got everybody rolling. I don't know. Or Tico got everybody rolling. What Tico saying? Hold on, because Tico be ready to cuss me out. What's Tico saying? Tico be ready to cuss me out. Say, yo, everybody rolling. I know I'll be bugging sometimes. Deeper than skin, deep as slave. Be on standby. I fucking love y'all, man. Y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all, man. Y'all be making my day. I love y'all to death, man. Stop playing. I know me too good. Kai, you see, be ready. Y'all better be ready, Miss Leggy. You on Wi-Fi duty. I'm gonna need you to cut the signal when he gets you drunk. Yo, I'm doing this video for the haters. I gotta give the haters some content. I mean, they've been waiting on me to come on live so they can get some content off of me. So, I gotta feed the kids, man. I gotta feed the children. Man. Gotta give them a little content. So why not give them a little drunk, hot shot, sloppy radio content? Give them more reason to talk about me. Go ahead, talk about me. Go ahead. Because I heard y'all had my name in your mouth. Like if it was a D. Get it? Queen T says, hey, Hotshot, I just want you to know that was me requesting to follow you today on Instagram. My username is beautiful. Thanks for the follow. Love your show. Thank you, Queen T. I appreciate you, Queen. See? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. And she follows me on other social media platforms. If y'all want to follow me on Facebook, I just created one maybe 3 months ago. But I never used it because I didn't like the name I had to use because they were talking about, you can't use Hot Shot Radio because it's a brand name and this, that, and the third. So I created HSR, which stands for Hot Shot Radio. And the last name is Damn, see, I forgot already. Oh, the last name is Radio with an E instead of an I, so it's RADEO. You dig? HSR RADEO. Hot Shot Radio. You dig? That was the only way I could have made it without YouTube thinking it was a brand. They were like, "Oh, you got to use your real name. You got to use your real name." It's about to go down, Slay. It's about to go down. That's right, my God. It's about to go down. Basement. Friday the 13th. Guess who's playing Jason? We all spiritually protected in here. That's a fact. Amen to that, Queen. That's a whole fact. I follow you, Hot Shot. That Twitter fingers. You already know it's busy. You know, baby. You know, Queen. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You dig? Know what I mean? Chow mein. In my hood, we be like chow mein. You know, like the chow mein from the Chinese store. But we say chow mein instead of, you know what I mean? We say nah mein, or we say chow mein. Chow mein. So we going, let me spell it. Chow mein. Yeah, chow mein. That's, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I mean? Nah, it ain't one. I'm drinking that Grey Goose. I should show y'all on camera right now. Hold on. Let me see if I could show y'all what I'm drinking right quick. I'm on a goose. Stop playing with me. I'm on a goose, baby. Getting loose off the goose. I should show y'all. Nah, because I'm relaxed right now, man. I'm almost naked. Compared to the way I'll be when I come on live. You know what I mean? So I'm almost naked right now compared to how I be on live. So I can't get live right there. I can't get live right there, man. Hold on. Let me see who up here. Hit the like. Y'all better hit the like, man. Y'all ain't gonna see me like this too many times. So hit the like. This is not your usual Hot Shot. This is a rare form. Hot Shot in rare form. Miss Sassy says, right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care who it is. Half the people don't even know her, but risking their freedom for what, though? Thank you. Thank you, Miss Sassy. I appreciate you. That's absolutely correct, Queen. And I couldn't agree no more than what I already do. I concur all the way. Who else? Thank you, y'all, for supporting the channel. So I'm just learning about the situation. Which one? Put me on. Which situation? There's a bunch of them. The one I just spoke about. What are y'all doing? Just finished washing my hair. Yeah, baby. You know, we just macking. We just chopping it up, cutting it up. I mean, he aggressive. It won't last. Aggressive like that? Like a dog aggressive or... You feel me? Deeper? You feel me? Nah, making like that. I'm assuming I don't know that late. Oh, yeah, he aggressive a little something. I feel like Party. I feel like, look, Megan be trying to complain about people like Tory Lanez, but these the type of dudes you like. You like a hood thug nigga. Like you like a badass, man. Stop playing. So don't come on here complaining about being shot later on. When these are the type of dudes you like. Well, come on here talking about I got shot. You shot me. I don't think shit. I've been busy on the Caucasian side of the YouTube shit. Damn, Mystical. Damn, Mystical. Mystical said, damn, the black side too much right now. I gotta go to the Caucasian side. Nah, Mystical, Caucasian side. I mean, either just as bad. We all bad. But I feel what you're saying. It's been a lot over here on Black YouTube lately. It's been a lot. I know what you mean, but everybody bad. Shit, somebody on Joe Rogan podcast said the kids in Zimbabwe seen a UFO. Shit, I don't put it past them. I mean, I believe that shit could be true. Let's talk about it, man. That's what I was gonna say, man. Hold on. Hold up. I bet I'm coming back. Let's talk about conspiracy theories. Because all this weather shit in Texas don't add up. How the hell we getting 0 below degree weather in Texas? We getting snowstorms and blizzards and all kinds of shit, man. Back the motherfucking back. So let's talk about it. I feel you. I'm so tired of everyone fighting. It's tired and draining, man. Listen, this is why I feel like everybody love coming to my channel, because after they witness all the fighting, all the drama, all the mess on YouTube and other platforms, social media platforms, they be like, yo, Hotshot, man. I feel like I come here and I get it's a sigh of relief. It's a moment of peace. It's a moment of quiet. It's a moment of happiness. And I take pride in that. I'm like, wow, Queen. Wow, King. I'm glad you feel that way. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel accomplished. It makes me feel like I exonerated one of my missions, one of my many missions. I mean, it makes me feel like I've accomplished something. It makes me feel like my voice has not been speaking in vain. It makes me feel like my engagement with my people, my public, my viewers, my supporters is genuine, is authentic, is organic. I mean, it makes me feel all kinds of good. I can't say or express anymore how good it makes me feel to hear that kind of stuff. And it's like, yo, the fact that you come here and you find some kind of peace in your solace, your most solitary moments, you find some kind of peace, you find some kind of gratitude, some kind of connection. You know what I'm saying? It's about a connection. A lot of people like, yo, Hotshot, you sound crazy. You ain't never seen these people's faces. I connect with my audience through my soul. Whoever is listening to me right now and has listened to me in the past and continues supporting me from the past is spiritual for the most part, whether they know it or not. They're spiritual. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they're connecting with me through the soul, through the mind, and through the soul. I won't say body because we ain't really meet physically, but yeah, through the mind and soul. So these people know where I'm coming from. They can feel where I'm coming from just the same way I could feel where they're coming from. This is why I stick by these people very close. And these people know who they are. You know what I'm saying? It ain't shy of a secret. What up, my slow space? It's good to you. Shout out to you, King. He one of my first day one supporters. So with that being said, it's like, yo, my people that really know me can no lie about me phase my people. Because my people know who I really am and what I stand for from day one. On YouTube, on Instagram. They know what I stand for. So can no false narrative spin a thought in any of my hotties and shooters' heads, because they know what time it is. They know what's up. Don't none of these greasy ass haters ever try to infiltrate the minds and the mentality and listen, and the thought process of my supporters, because they are way smarter than that. And they are some of the most smartest people on YouTube. The most smartest people that I've seen on YouTube are my supporters. Yeah, they support other people. But they support the real ones. They know what time it is. They know who's real and who's not. They sense phony from afar. They know who out here lying and spinning false narratives for a click and a view, for popularity and recognition of any kind of celebrity or sort. Twilight, yo, Mystical, Keza, my small space. These people know me. Deeper facts. Boo, I had to switch up the content. I've been talking for a little minute. Yo, these people know me. It's not even about the disagreement. It's about the disrespect for me. Next round, homie, drink up. You dig? Hey, Hotshot. Me stay me ass in the bushes. No. Yeah, come out the bushes. Come out the bushes, man. Because you can vouch for me. You can vouch for me. You from the start. You know what I'm about. So you know every single thing these people, if you've seen them or heard of them speaking of, is false. It's a lie. Hotshot, you need to get on Twitch, play all the music you want. Yeah, facts. 'Cause I like playing my music. It's just that YouTube, you know, and music creators and all that, the producers and all that, they send you a copyright. So I know I'm not getting paid for this video because it's already copyrighted because I play music. And that's okay because I like playing my music. So it's all good in the hood. You dig? Um, but I do need to get on Twitch. Everybody keep telling me that. Deeper than the skin deep. Hey, my love, I stepped away for a second. No, don't step away too far. Don't step away for too long, sis. Ciao, man. Yo, what else y'all want to talk about, man? Is he? What else y'all want to talk about? What else, man? Because this game, hot sauce on the side, cooked hard. Yo, let me tell you, I got some good news, baby. That's the vodka I like. Yeah, listen, that Grey Goose, you can't go wrong with a Grey Goose, man. Let me show. I'm about to show y'all. Let me see if I can just show y'all real quick. Hold up. I'm about to show y'all the goose. Yeah, I see. I'm good. Because you know if I'm on a goose, I'm good. Because the goose, fine liquor, fine vodka. You dig? All right, never mind. That's not gonna work. Somebody get on this platform right quick, because that's not gonna work. Hot sauce on the side. Yo, I got some good news behind the scenes, man. Ooh wee, ooh wee, baby. Oh, I'm mad backed up in the comments. Let me get through these comments real quick. Hold on. I drank some tea, honey, and ginger to relax me. Yeah, I love my tea, honey, and ginger. That's what cured me from the corona when I felt like I had it. At G well, I feel like I did have it because my peoples had it and they was around me. But yeah, that's what cured me. Ginger tea, honey, lemon, garlic, Hot Shot Radio, man, that drama that went on, I saw it go down, and it was total cluster fucks. A typical example of a Judas in the camp. Yeah, baby. Thank you so much, Kai. Yes, Twala. You seen that shit, man. You seen that shit, man. Listen, I can't believe these people really trying to take me down because I supported a victim. The one you just spoke about, Hot Shot with Nikki. Yup. That's right. Yeah, I just barked. Stop the barking and growling because it causes issues over here with someone who's been isolated. Why you bark at us? I like a Doug. There we go, baby. Stop playing with me. I like it, Doug. What up, Tanisha, baby? What's up, Queen? Good to see you. Yeah, man. Fuck all that weed shit. UFOs are real, cousin. I'm with you, sis. I believe in UFOs. Let's talk about it. Spirituality versus religion versus extraterrestrials. Let's go. That's one of my favorite topics. And I've been vocal about the fact that I don't speak on it often on YouTube because YouTube will shadow ban me again. I feel like they already got me shadow banned when I try to speak on that shit a while back. I mean, they shadow ban me. A lot of my people don't get my notifications and all of that. But yeah, we could definitely speak on aliens and UFOs and conspiracies and all that other shit. That's my shit. When I tell you, if it wasn't because YouTube don't fuck with that kind of shit, and because people think you crazy when you speak on that kind of shit, that'll be like my all day, everyday topic. That's like my to go to topic. And that's what made me spiritual because of my beliefs towards, secret societies like Illuminati's, the Freemasons, the Masonic elites, whatever you want to call them, shit like that. The industry, the music industry, the modern day slaves, which is the celebrities, they all have handlers, aka slave masters. Celebrities are rich, famous slaves, modern day slaves. These people do not have control of their lives. So all these kinds of things correlates and they meet at some end point. They meet, they intertwine. You know what I'm saying? It's like a chain reaction, domino effect. So all these things come together into spirituality, and it all boils down to God and the devil. And whose work are you doing on this world? That's what it all boils down to for everybody. Celebrity, regular person, rich, poor, whatever you are, it boils down to whose work are you going to carry out into the world, into the universe, pretty much. Cindy Santos, what's going on, Queen? What's going on? Good to see you. Mama Luna says, nope, I live in Texas and we all feel like it's a man-created weather. I absolutely agree with you, Mama Luna. Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in. I feel like, yeah, I absolutely feel like this is man-made, controlled weather manipulation. And manipulating the weather. If you guys do your research, don't take it from me. Like I always say, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. But if you want to take my word for it, I've already done the research for the most part. So what Mama Luna is talking about is actually, in my opinion, absolutely true. In my honest, humble, and sincere, genuine opinion, I feel like that's absolutely true. It's man created, and if you look at the evidence, not just the fact that I think what's his name, the governor or the mayor from Texas, he had tweeted back in 2016, oh, if I believe weather manipulation or man created weather once Texas gets snowed over, which is happening now. This was back in 2016. So he knew what was going to go down. There's a machine called HAARP, HAARP or HARP. This machine was created a couple of years ago. This machine was created to manipulate the weather. This machine was also known to create black holes on the earth. Y'all do y'all research. Weather manipulation is big. Shout out to Ms. Lackey in the building.
Wait. Let me drop down. It's echoing.
On the earth. I see you. Y'all do y'all research. Weather manipulation is big. Shout out to Ms. Lackey in the building.
Wait a minute. It's echoing. I'm about to come back.
Wait a minute. I love y'all, man. Listen, weather manipulation is real. I feel like I'm at a family cookout when I come here. Facts. Everybody be saying that shit, man. I feel the same way though. I ain't even gonna lie. Akaya Ali says, hey, hot shot. This is Cuz. Miss you, my brother. Yo, Cuz, what's poppin'? What up, Cuz? Yo, cousin, man. Been a long time. Your dig was good. Good to see you. Good to see you tuning in, Cuz. Yo, Mama Luna says, snow like acrylic powder everywhere. Yeah, it's white dust everywhere. Snow looked like acrylic powder everywhere. It did. It's weird snow. And if you burn the snow, if you really bring, like, let's say, make a snowball, bring that shit in your crib. Try to burn that shit with a lighter. That shit not gonna really melt. It won't really melt. It's gonna burn as some plastic material. It won't really melt. Yo, sis, what up? What it do? Burn that shit with a lighter. That shit not gonna really melt. It won't really melt. It's gonna burn as some plastic material. It won't really melt. Yo, sis, what up? What it do?
Nothing. Am I still echoing?
That shit not gonna really melt.
Yeah. Let me get off. I'm gonna get on my phone. Here I come.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Sassy. I appreciate that. I'm for real. There's a whole documentary on the kids from Zimbabwe. I'm finna find it. Find that shit. Let's talk about it. We love you. Thank you. Come on, just a real deal every time. Thank you. We love when you come on. Thank you, Taz and Donna. And I love you, and I love all our other supporters and all our other hotties and shooters family. I love all y'all. It's Lackey back, y'all.
Thank you.
Lackey back.
Love when you come on. Thank you.
I still hear you. I still hear me.
Okay, I cut me
Oh
off
wait,
on the MacBook.
there you
But
go.
now my
There
picture
you
ain't
go.
on there. I ain't put a picture on my phone.
Oh,
Hey everybody.
say what up to Miss Lackey, everybody. That's Miss Lackey in the building. Your sisters in there, you dig?
Hey
Thank you, cousin.
chat and mod gang.
I
I
miss you too.
love y'all.
I love these people, man. They make my day. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little fuzzy too. Been a little stressful week, laughing out loud. I feel you, Miss Sassy. I feel you, man. It's been a little stressful fucking past couple of months, but victory is on its way. Get it? That's all I can say on the topic. But a lot of people been asking me about Jennifer, and I just want to say this: Jennifer is great. She ain't good. She great, and so am I. But these people need to stop threatening me, man. Listen, I don't mess with nobody. I need to stop threatening me and keep my name out your mouths. I ain't saying nothing about y'all other content creators in a minute. So just let it go. I know y'all mad. Let it go. Um, we all enjoy the real vibe. Thank you, Slay. Thank you, Swallow. I appreciate you. You have been consistent for as long as I've been on here. Thank you, Queen. See, these are the people that know me. These are the people that really know me for me. These are not no fakes, no people that just making assumptions or creating a narrative just because they just heard of me. So let me just go ahead and side with whoever has more, more views or bigger platform. Like, no, these are real authentic subscribers from day one. It's Friday. You're ready. You're
Mhm.
ready. What's up, sis? What you got to say? I know you got something to say for these people.
I already told my people,
Thank you, cousin.
everybody in the chat, know I love them. I got something for you.
Two, anything. What's up, Queen? Yeah, sis.
I went live last night. Where was you at?
Oh shit. See this
Mm-hmm.
about to tell me off,
And,
yo.
and you see your loyal people out in the chat. They was there, but where was you at?
At least y'all represented for me. I
No,
appreciate
they didn't represent for you. They represented for me. Yeah. When they over there, that's my game. Yeah.
Yo, you right, sis. You right.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
gotta
just
share
had
the
look,
game.
and let me tell
I share the
everybody right
game.
now, fair use, fair use. Because the last time I was up here on this panel about got in trouble, I wasn't even saying nothing.
Word, you got in trouble?
You remember I about got in trouble? I was sitting up here on the panel painting my nails, and about got in trouble. People was reposting your live, and
Oh,
there I was sitting up there looking stupid. Yep.
right.
So
But people was just hating. You know that. You know how that go, Queen.
yeah, that's why I said fair use, fair use. I ain't got nothing to do with it. What's
Yeah,
going
it's
on?
fair use. It's fair use. It's fair politicking. It's fair all that. Fair opinions. It's all that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
What's
listen,
been going on with you this week?
it's been a lot going on. I mean, behind the scenes, a lot of personal shit. I might just talk to you about it later. But not much on YouTube. Well, not much on YouTube, but yeah, just a lot of shit been going on. Good and bad, but for the most part, good. I mean, so
Well, good outweigh the bad. That's good.
yeah, right now, the good is outweighing the bad. I must say that. I
Well,
must,
that's good.
yeah. At this very present moment, it is. So that's always a good thing. I'm gonna go ahead and share this disclaimer because you're absolutely right, sis. What was I thinking?
Exactly. And that's why I'm up here. I'm up here to babysit you, hot shot, because
Mm,
you get to drinking.
I already know, sis. I need you to babysit me right now.
Exactly, because you'll be yelling you dig, and somebody will be on saying something about Trump or something, you be like you dig, and you don't saying that,
Don't even realize the shit.
Yeah,
Then
you
next
don't
thing you
even
know,
know
they
what's
saying I
really going
support it.
on. You just digging.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you see. You know me well, man.
Exactly.
You could be out here talking about some crazy shit. And I'm just like, you dig.
Uh-huh.
Now, next thing you know, they talking about, yo, Hot Shot supports that. Yo,
Yep.
you heard what Miss Lackey said, and Hot
Yep.
Shot was talking about you dig. Like, come on with all that.
Exactly. I gotta keep you in line.
I appreciate you, sis, because you know the wolves and the motherfucking vultures is out, man. Thank you, Itsy Bitsy. They out. If y'all
And
don't
guys,
say
I'm on
something,
my
you know,
phone.
so
I don't see the I ain't got the chat up. So if anybody say anything to me, I love y'all. Y'all know that.
well, you know, I'm
And
gonna let you know.
Mystical, she be had to keep you in line. Boy, I'm telling
That's
you,
my baby, Mystical.
where
My
would you be without
me and
your
Mystical about to get married. She just
gang
don't know.
gang? Mystical about to get married.
Me and her about to get married. She just
Oh,
don't know yet.
oh, oh. She marrying you, that's fine.
No, I'm just playing. I'm
I was
just
just gonna say, cause
I'm just kidding.
me and Mystical gonna date too.
Let me not spin a narrative. Let me not
Oh, let me be
spin.
quiet for people be saying I go with Mystical because I said I
Yeah,
was
they
gonna
about to say
marry
me,
her.
you, and Mr. They about to say me, you, and Mystical got a polyamorous
We got
relationship.
something going on. Yeah, we got a thing going on.
We got a triangle going on over here, man.
Exactly.
What's going on, man? Stop playing with us. Deborah White says, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Stand
All
tall,
for
King. Thank you,
anything.
Deborah White. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you, and that's absolutely a fact. I concur. I couldn't agree no
Absolutely.
more. And that's why I'm gonna stand for what the fuck I'm gonna stand for. I don't give a fuck who feel a way about it. I'm gonna say my truth. I'm gonna always speak my truth to y'all.
That's what you're
People,
supposed to do.
you
Because if
feel me?
you're not being real.
Hmm. People will be mad, absolutely,
Yeah.
but that's okay because
But it's
people.
crazy though. That's crazy because tomorrow we'll probably see in somebody chat that you and Mystical are getting married.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, we'll see that. And then what? I'm the angry girlfriend that came and tried to break y'all up. And yeah, it's just crazy. That's why I told y'all on these YouTube streets, I stay on the porch.
I see you. You be on your grown and sexy shit though, sis. You be on some real talk, grown type of vibes on your channel.
Oh, thank you, baby. Yesterday it was about mental and emotional stress. And
I
Miss
like
Slay, my baby, she out there. She is so amazing. But boy, I had
plays
somebody
amazing.
on my panel. Slay, you know what I'm talking about. Somebody got on my
Who you
panel with
talking
me
about?
and he would
Who you
let
talking
me
about?
talk.
Woo! Who you
So
talking about?
this guy got on my panel. He wouldn't let me talk. He wouldn't let me get a word in. I said,
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
Now you can't do that to the content creator, the person that hosts the show. You can't.
Right, I was the host.
I
You
love
would have
you
thought
too.
he was the host. I said, Jesus, can I talk? But
Mm.
it's all good. But it's just when you
All
try to
good in the
talk at the
hood.
same time, it drowns you out. So you be like, so. But it was all good. We had a good time. And I did 2 hours. I was waiting on you.
You already. You know how we do.
Y'all look over Hot Shot. Hot Shot walking around in the house doing all kind of stuff. Just walk away from the phone.
I'm gonna show you right now. Hold on. This is what I'm doing.
Oh, not the Armand chair. Oh,
This
you
is what I'm
drink.
doing.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing right there, sis.
That's why you gone. If you don't get back over here to your chat.
Yeah, yeah, dig. That's what I'm doing right there, you dig?
Yes. Um, when are we gonna do our grown and sexy show so we can let the chat know?
What's up? We could do that shit right now. What's up?
Oh no, we can't. I took my lashes off. I wanna feel sexy when I do it. We gotta make a date.
Oh,
Maybe we can do it tomorrow.
maybe we could do it tomorrow. That sounds like a good idea. I'm doing good. Got some great news today. I'm feeling extremely blessed, says
You know what? I
Jennifer.
feel blessed too, guys, and everybody in the
God
chat.
is great. God is great.
I ask, I love you. Another word of prayer just to pray for me. Yeah. I talked to my ex-husband today. He treated me like trash, but that's okay because it gets bad before it gets
Hmm.
better, and
Right. Amen.
it's getting ready to work out. You already know what I'm talking about.
I already know, sis. You ain't gotta tell me
Yes.
twice.
So,
You
but
know, I
yeah, we
told
can do it
I,
tomorrow if you guys want to down for it. hmm I was trying to
told
get
you God got
thumbnails
your
together
back.
and everything, but we can dive on into it. Just have some fun tomorrow.
I'll be right back, sis. Hold on a second.
Okay.
You dig?
Oh, I was reading some comments.
We back.
This sexy chat. Always.
Y'all want to join the sexy chat? Listen, me and the sis, we're gonna do a panel on grown folk talk. Get it? We're gonna be talking about all kinds of nice and nasty and freaky.
That's right. Don't give it away.
Because the sis is spicy. So I tuned into one of her shows. I was like, oh shit, sis.
Yeah, you can't be boring.
Yeah, bro. You know me, man. I'm grown and sexy. Fuck what you heard. I was like, damn, sis, but I ain't know. But listen, a lot of people want to listen to all this. Like, this is good shit.
Look, I'm grown and sexy, and for the shooters out there and single.
And the sis is single. She ready to mingle. She said, shoot your shot.
Absolutely. Don't make me say nothing. I'll give it away. See, we're gonna save it for the month now.
Listen, we'll give them a little preview. I'm good with that. I'm lightweight. I can't drink nothing but beginner drinks. I'm lightweight too.
You can drink and you won't give a preview. You gonna do the whole show. Hush your mouth, hot shot.
Are you guys getting the vaccine? Hell no. If you have already, how is it? Hell to the no. Don't none of my people get that damn vaccine, man.
Who is that? Twala said, oh, so we're gonna be grown folk. Oh yeah, Twala. And Slay, yeah, y'all. Let's just okay, Slay, you want to be on the panel? I want you out there, Slay.
Yeah, get on this, Slay, man. Get on there with us.
Slay. And we slay. I wanted you on the panel yesterday, Slay, cause Lord, he was getting on my last one. You saw that. Oh, I was like, dude. Well, I try to read all of my
I love Slay.
I love drop the link. I said drop the link.
Drop the link. Drop me link. Me gonna drop the link now.
Drop the link, man.
Me gonna drop the link, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Keza says she had 2 UFO sightings. Listen, Keza,
I love you. Stuff like that.
Yes, me too. Get on here, Keza, because I've had a couple. And I don't give a fuck who say I'm crazy. I'm gonna talk about it one day I'm gonna talk about it on my channel. Fuck that.
I want to hear it. I like stuff like that.
Originally,
so I'll be quiet. Y'all just talk.
No. You gonna talk too, sis.
You want me to talk about the aliens?
All that good shit.
I gotta save some for grown and sexy tomorrow. I might have do for aliens. See, you don't know. You stupid.
Welcome to the Outside Radio Show 223 thing. You know how we do over here. We get crazy busy. Yeah, UFOs need to be kept secret because these N-words with the fuck. Let me tell you something. UFOs are some smart motherfucking humanoids. These people are people that live in other places. But people like, yo, aliens don't exist. Aliens don't exist. You know how vast our universe is? You know how big our universe is? Yo, the Earth is like a little speck of dirt in the universe. Just our universe. I mean, there's galaxies among galaxies, stars and moons and suns and all kinds of shit. So why would we have the only planet with living beings in it? Living animals, living humans? No. God created all. Even aliens. Now that it becomes a little tricky. This is my opinion, y'all. I'm not saying this to be for this to be a fact, but it comes a little tricky because they're like, yo, if God created all, then where do aliens come in? I feel like God created aliens too. There's good and bad aliens, like there's good and bad people. You know,
they come in peace.
Right, some of them, at least. What up, Mr. God? What up, baby? You ain't know who's getting married, right? No, I'm fucking with you, Mr. Girl. We can't hear you.
I was gonna say, where you at, girl? Let's hear that sexy voice.
That's what made me full. No, let me
see when you drunk stuff start coming out. Keep it up.
Hold on.
Can y'all hear me?
Hi.
I got her. What up, baby? Me. I got her all shy and shit. She like, wait a minute, Hot Shot shooting his shot or some shit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just playing.
You blushing.
I got her blushing and shit. What is that,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Sue, baby?
Mystical, can you hear us?
I don't think she can hear us. I don't think you can hear us, Mystical, because we talking to you,
Tell her to
baby.
drop down and get back up.
Talk to me, baby.
Wait. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear
Yeah.
you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, my mic was on mute. Yep,
Oh, yeah, they
so
Miss
good, so
Saturday.
good.
What's
There's
good,
no
Miss?
feedback.
There's no feedback, baby. No feedback. How you been?
Cool. I come to talk about the aliens.
I want to hear
Let's
about the
talk about
aliens.
these motherfucking alien, bro. Let's talk about these motherfucking alien, bro. Oh, now. Oh, bro. Let's talk about these motherfucking
Okay,
alien.
so
Oh, we
I'll be
got
like,
this.
I'm like, that shit is right up my alley. Like, I'll be,
That's right
what
up
up,
my
yo?
this. What up, sis? Welcome to the panel, press queen. We got all my family up here right now. I feel joyful.
Man, I want to get on my
Hey,
MacBook. I want my picture shown.
You
what's
better get
poppin'?
on your MacBook, sis. Get your picture out there because you fucking
Well,
grown.
wait a minute. Let me fix my lasagna. I will, but I don't want it to be echoing. I gotta
Oh
check out
yeah,
what's
yeah,
going on.
yeah.
I had,
Well, how about you upload your picture to this account that you got on right now, and then put your picture on this shit.
yeah, I want to be
So
on my MacBook. I don't want to be walking around with this phone. I want to get
yeah,
on my.
I hear you. I hear
I
you.
want to get on my bed.
I'm on my PC too, bro. I feel you, DD.
I don't know about drinking, about two step.
What is going on, y'all?
What's
Just
going
tuning
on,
in.
sis? What's poppin', man? Glad to have you here.
Popping.
Yo, I miss my people. I had to have open chat. I'm like, yo, everybody been telling me, fuck what, anything going on. Get on there and talk to your people because they've been wanting to talk to you. So I'm like, yo, you right, man. I don't care if 5 people, 100 people, people
Who
listening.
is this up here
I'm
with
gonna
us?
get
I
on.
can't see.
Oh,
You
it's
said,
Press
this is
Queen.
pressed
Oh,
queen.
okay. I don't.
Hey,
I
y'all.
don't
What up,
think I know
yeah.
Press
Mystical?
Queen.
Let me take the comment
Hey,
off so you can.
girl.
Yeah, Twala, I agree. I
My
agree.
husband said
Twala.
Mystical the rapper. No.
No,
He all in the Kool-Aid. Don't know the flavor, y'all.
I'll be right back. Take over.
What's going on, ladies? Hi, Miss Lackey. I didn't know that was you. Hey, baby.
Who is this? That's why I said, let me see. I can't see nothing. Hey,
Press
baby.
Queen.
Press Queen.
I be getting thrown off when I see people like in chat sometimes when we're talking about music and stuff, and people will mention like Mystical the rapper, and because I'm so used to people
Oh,
calling me
mystical.
Mystical, and then I have to like, then I'll like see the comment, then I'll have to like make sure I read it properly because I think they're talking to me, and then I realize they're actually
That's
just
her
talking about
queen
him.
name. It's his queen name.
What's that
Yeah.
song, Mystical song?
Shake your ass.
Shake your
Tell me
ass.
what you're working
Rock
with.
yourself. Let me see you working with. Yeah.
How y'all ladies doing tonight?
I am
I
doing
can't see the chat. Let
wonderful.
me see if I could get into the chat too.
I know that's why I'm
Chilling,
gonna get on my
chilling.
MacBook. Just get on my nerves. I'm going in a minute.
Yeah, I want to read the
Gotta get up there
comments.
with
I hope
that.
everybody's having a good night tonight.
Yes. Oh, and
Yeah,
blessed. We are
It's
we
been
blessed.
ages
blessed.
since I've been able to come up on the panel because, like, I tried to come up a few times during some other live shows, but my shit was always choppy because I had to get a new headset. So
I
that's
don't
why
know
I'm
why,
good now.
because you always welcome to come on this panel. I don't know why it's been ages, but okay.
Yeah.
No, it was my phone. It's racist. It doesn't like my voice unless I've got a headset in.
Oh, I might have to talk to your phone, man. Me and your phone got beef. But it's good to have you, Queen. I'm glad you're here because you always got some good insight, and some good perspectives. I want to start doing a show with Mystical on stereo because stereo is a couples thing, not a couples, a partners thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to partner up with somebody. So
hmm
anybody else
Yeah,
aside
yeah,
from
stereo.
Mystical, I definitely want to have a couple of shows for the most part, have her as my main co-host. And then whoever else want to join and have a little show here and there, that's fine too. But yeah, look out for that, man, because I'm about to get back on my stereo and station head shit. I'm missing out on a bag over there.
I
Yeah, I
turned
was gonna say that.
notifications
Like,
off for that crap
you
today.
been you had been started doing shows on stereo when Nori was here, and like I was meant to do shows with both you and Nori, but then I guess like we got we all got sidetracked doing other things, and Nori disappeared
Right.
and shit.
No, like I was telling Hot Shot. Well, like Hot Shot just said about his friend, Nori is fine.
Oh,
She's
right.
fine.
You do talk to Nori. That's correct.
Yeah, she fine.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate her being fine and you sharing that with us because I was a little concerned. Like, yo, where the fuck she went? I hope everything good. Because
yeah, she good.
not to
She
speak on her
fine.
business because you know how I do. I don't speak on nobody's
I
personal
think
business.
Me either.
what was going on is
Us,
she was having problems with her YouTube accounts. They were getting deleted and removed from YouTube. She even posted like a screenshot on IG of her account,
Right.
like the
She got
notification she got
another
from
one.
YouTube about her account being deleted and stuff like that. So
right,
yeah. And you know what I mean? Like life.
right. Yo, what's been going on though? Like, have y'all been seeing all the shit going on, man?
What is all this shit? Be specific. Nah. I'm gonna start some shit.
I'm afraid of being specific because I know how y'all do. Y'all about to get on it, yeah. Like, hey, listen, I'm not gonna say too much. I'm happy for Jennifer though. Jennifer was on the chat a little while ago. Oh, there she goes. No way, that's not her. But she was on here talking about, yo, I got good news. I feel good. Da, 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 da. I'm happy for Jennifer. True talk. All day. Happy for Jennifer. God is great. And I like when victims that's been through so much trauma and struggles and trials and tribulations to feel good for whatever reason it is. And if she feels good, I feel good because at least I know that something in her life is managing to make miracles and make stuff happen for her so that she feels good and she feels at peace. And that's pretty much what our main focus and our main agenda or our main goal was for victims across the world who was actually thinking of suicide and stuff like that to feel at peace and feel like they're worth living. Their life is worth living and their life is precious, and no one should take
Absolutely.
their lives away over somebody else bullying them or threatening them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I heard you say something about UFOs, cuz I want to touch on that. But I want you to say what you were talking about earlier. Oh wait, Keza not up there.
Who, me?
It was you, Mystical. Yeah, you and Keza said it, but you.
Ah, okay. So what I was talking about was I was patrolling the Caucasian side of the YouTube streets, and I had pulled up at Uncle Joe Rogan's house, and they were talking about there was these kids in Zimbabwe. I think it was back in like 1992 or 1993, somewhere around there. They had witnessed a UFO landing. Like this UFO apparently landed in like in the school, I think. And there was like a whole bunch of kids and a whole bunch of, you know what I mean, teachers and things that witnessed this event take place. And a few people like I guess heard about the story over the years, but nobody ever bothered to look into it. And then recently it was brought back up by somebody that, went and researched what had happened over in Zimbabwe, and they did a documentary and they interviewed, some of the eyewitnesses and people that were there. And this is going on like what, 20 years later now, 25 years later, and they've all got the exact same stories, and they all received some kind of telepathic message, and
Mm,
all the messages that like the message that they got was all the same, and it was pretty much something along the lines of, what was the message that they all got exactly? I can't remember, but it was something to do with technology.
hold on a
Oh,
second, real
the
quick.
technology that
Hood
that we
Life
have.
Chronicles. Hold on a second, real quick. Fuck you, Hood Life Chronicles. Fuck you, and fuck where you came from. Nobody give a fuck about you either. You don't come on my channel to fucking talk shit about me and Jennifer. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
And
wait,
suck
let me
a
go
dick.
see.
Now
Calm
somebody get
down,
this
calm down.
motherfucker.
No, they've already
Oh,
been dealt with. That was like half an hour ago when
okay,
I was
okay.
still in the chat.
Well, as long as they're listening and they heard me.
They probably still are, but yeah,
Yo, Miles
don't
with
worry.
emphasis. Um, I'm truly blessed. Your blessings. What's up, Queen? Good to see you. But go ahead. Yeah, listen, UFOs, I've always believed in UFOs. I've always felt like we're not alone. I've always felt like, yo, what was the point of this massive universe, this massive galaxy to be created for just Earth, one of the many trillion and quadrillion planets, listen, that have life. It's not possible in my eyes. In my, I can't fathom to be the truth. And if I feel like two rocks, if you could
Right.
believe two
Well,
rocks created humanity,
see, the
the
thing
Big
is,
Bang.
the thing is for me, like when it comes to UFO, you know what I mean, stories and things like that. Like I feel like there's thousands of them that are out there. You know what I mean? Like so many people have talked about this over the course of history. You get what I'm saying? But there are certain ones that there's actual evidence that they have. Like there was, I think, Air Force One, or sorry, Air Force. You know what I mean?
Area 51.
Personnel that no,
Oh, you
Air
mean Air
Force.
Force One? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, American U.S. Air Force. You know what I mean? Fighter jets. They caught footage of UFOs that they chased down, and like the footage is out there. It's on the internet, and the actual commander that was in the jet at the time, like he's done interviews and stuff and explained what he's seen and things like that. And like they had probably like the most high tech jets out at the time, and these things moved so fast that you know what I mean, that their radars couldn't pick them up, or they couldn't
Right.
follow them, things like that. Like they're just, yeah, like there's lots of evidence out there for it. There's so many
Oh,
different types of stories, but I think things like you have to use discernment. You get what I'm saying? Like you
right.
have to know, you know what I mean, what's real and what's just
What?
bullshit, or you know what I mean, or somebody that was just drunk and seen a shooting star. You get what I'm saying?
What up, Jen? It's true. Because I've seen shit that look like UFOs. I'm like, nah, that's not a UFO. That's a shooting star, or that's a plane, or a helicopter, whatever the case is. So you got to really be mindful and vigilant of what you're talking about. And a lot of people do take advantage of these kind of real stories, and they try to piggyback off it, and spin their own story or say, "Well, I saw the same thing," to try to get the same recognition. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Like these things have been seen by thousands of people all across the world, all across the globe. These people don't know each other. They can't be making up the same exact lie. Some truth to this. You know what I'm saying? These people can't be making up the same exact lie. Like, what for what? If they don't know each other, they're from different parts of the world. Here's a toast to our King Hot Star Radio. You be winning, baby. Thank you, Choo Choo Thing Thing. I appreciate you. I appreciate you from the heart. What's up, 901 Don Diva? Miss Lackey, what you think about UFOs?
I believe in them. I told you
Thank
that.
you. See, I love my crew, man.
Hmm.
I love my crew. And let me tell you what I believe too. They're smarter beings than we are. They know not to reveal themselves. They know if they reveal themselves right now, it's gonna cause mass destruction. We're gonna just try to destroy them because, well, the military already knows. The government already knows of them. Not the military, but the government knows of them. I believe they're working in conspiracy. They're working hand in hand for technology. I feel like a lot of people in the world get abducted every year. Like millions of people get abducted and they're never found. I feel like these people are being traded off for some kind of secret technology or some kind of underground humanoid development. With an inner species race that involves alien and human together. And listen, my mental goes deep. So we're going to talk about this. I need people to be ready because my mental, and I've been researching shit for over 15 years. Because I used to be one of those people that be like, nah, this can't be. This just sound like a sci-fi movie. This can't be real. I used to be one of those. When I started doing my own research, I'm getting feedback, yo. I don't know. I think it's you, Ms. Lucky.
I don't know
Um,
how. I ain't got
Let me see. Yeah, it was you because I just muted your mic and I don't hear me no more.
hot shot. Drop me down. I'm gonna try to get on here on my MacBook.
All right. So, I feel like aliens are smarter than that. They know not to reveal themselves. They're out here because they need some kind of resource from the earth, whether it's the gold, whether it's the copper, whether it's the water. There's something in earth that they need. And I feel like a lot of them come in peace. They don't mean no harm, but I also feel like they have negative or malicious or evil alien species the same way we have those type in the human species. I sound crazy right now. I know this is why I never speak on this. But
Well, before you go too far, I just want to say, when you're talking about, you know what I mean, the way that the response has been from humans when it comes to things like that. That's another thing that they were talking about in the clip of the podcast that I was watching on Joe Rogan, where they asked the question, you know what I mean, why do you think that um, they that this took place in a schoolyard where there was kids and things like that, and they were talking about the fact that they feel like, you know, they probably they might have made the, I guess, you know what I mean, like observation that that would be one of the less, I guess, you know what I mean, hostile places to make contact because they're kids. And
right.
because the message was, you know, allegedly transmitted, you know, mentally, like they all said that they got some kind of message from just, you know, when the landing happened and when they seen it, they looked at, they got some kind of message, and they all still remember the message like 20 years later. It's all the same message about technology being destructive. The technology that we have is destructive or some shit like that. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it was something along those lines. But yeah, and there have been other cases where there's been like a mass sighting, and it's taking place in schools in other countries. And I think one of the other places they talked about was here in Australia. So yeah, like these, like clearly they're not dumb. You get what I'm saying? Like if they felt like, you know what I mean,
Well, if you really think
communicating
about it, the
with the
Bible,
military or government would have been non-hostile, they probably would have done that by now.
the Bible even speaks of these beings. In the book of Revelations or the apocalypse, if you really think about it, these creatures and monsters that they're describing, that we're going to be seeing things we've never seen before, are aliens, are creatures,
Right.
alien creatures. Like this is in the Bible. So if you believe in
Yeah.
God, you have to believe in aliens. Sorry to tell you.
Well, that's another thing too. Like, I think it's the Sumerian. There's these things called the Sumerian tablets,
Right.
and this is where the theory about the Anunnaki comes from. If you know who that, the Anunnaki are meant to be some kind of alien race that I guess seeded the earth.
What up, Andrea? Absolutely. Yo, that fucking Hood Life Chronicles stayed in here talking shit for a little minute. I'm mad I didn't see that shit before. Kai blocked Jen's comments on accident, y'all. So it was an accident. Kai is a moderator. He's part of his family. He hit the wrong button. Should have blocked Hood Chronicle, bitch ass. Should have blocked that motherfucking messages, man. But anyway, I feel good. None of you haters, malicious ways will prosper against me at all. Because listen, I'm a child of God before anything. Before I'm hood, before I'm hotshot, before I'm anything, I'm a child of God. So all you haters that wish death upon me and spewed hatred upon me and spoke lies on my name and try to bully me and try to defame my character and slander my name. Listen, none of that will work because I got God on my side. You guys are working for an evil power, an evil source, an evil energy, an evil entity. You know what I'm saying? The devil is real, just as real as God is. He just ain't just as powerful, but he's just as real. But God more powerful. You know what I mean? And when you out here doing malice and trying to create negative upon somebody else's life, there's a consequence for that spiritually. There's a repercussion. You got to pay a repercussion because you just can't go out there messing with people, innocent people that haven't done a thing to you. And that's the bottom line. I feel like getting on the whole alien topic brings us to the whole spiritual topic. So I like that topic because it correlates some way, somehow down the line. It intertwines, like I said earlier. So it brings a lot of insight. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I like talking about these things because this is what we really here for. Me building my channel was to create more of a positive vibe than anything else. Yeah, we indulge in the messiness at times and the drama at times because that's what we're reporting on. Celebrities are messy, dramatic. We're reporting on them. So at times we're gonna indulge in that type of behavior or energy. But for the most part, I built my channel to endure God's
Hey,
journey.
this is the thing for me. I feel like, you know what I mean? There's no problem, you know, kind of, presenting in that kind of content in this, or, you know what I mean? Going into that kind of energy. You just have to know how far to go and when to cut it off, when to shut it down. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? When it gets to the point that it's affecting your own, you know what I mean, mental health, emotional health, and things like that, that's when you've gone too far. It's not, but there's, like, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. It's YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You do what you have to do to, you know what I mean, bring the content that your subscribers want. As long as, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, you don't let the energy overpower you. You know what I'm saying? You don't dwell on things too long, cut it off, you get what I'm saying, and you move on to the next one. You have to be able to make sure that, you don't become stagnant in that heavy energy, you know what I mean, that is attached to certain people or a topic or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm. Absolutely, I agree. Andrea Gaines, thank you. I appreciate you, Queen. What do you think? All right, because when I built my platform, I said, okay, now I got a voice. Now I got, a platform where I could speak to the people and do God's work on a low. I didn't want to blatantly or boldly do God's work, and God forgive me for that. I wanted to do it on a low because a lot of people judge you and they judge a book by its cover. Now they're gonna be like, "Oh, who's that hood nigga talking about God?" Let me tell you something. Hood is your environment. It ain't got nothing to do with my beliefs or my faith. You know what I'm saying? I'm hood by nature. That's just a part of I'm a product of my environment. But my beliefs is a whole nother talk. And when I say this, I say that to say this. I say my main goal is I know that there is life after death, whether it's spiritual, whether it's reincarnation, whatever it is, whether it's going to heaven or hell. I feel like there is some kind of life, there is a spiritual world. And whatever we do here will hinder us or benefit us from going to the next level. Otherwise, I guess we'll be repeating or retaking the same life tests, sometimes being reincarnated into another body and going through the same traumas and trials and tribulations is a curse. Could you imagine being born all over again to just suffer and be born into another family of suffering and be tortured and abused all over again? Can you imagine that? For some of the people out there listening. So what I'm saying is reincarnation might not always be a gift or a blessing. Neither is longevity. You might live to be 100 years old. That's not a blessing. It could be 100 years of torture, 100 years of misery, 100 years of suffering. You know what I'm saying? So, what is your purpose? What is your goal? What are you put on this earth for? What's your footprint that you want to leave behind when you go? Because we all gonna go one day. We all have to die one day. We all have to pass away. God bless us. God forbid it's anytime soon. I hope we all fulfill and complete our missions in life for the higher power, for the good, and we go to where we got to go to on the next life, um, with God's grace. You know what I'm saying? God's grace and mercy. So when I say that, is like we all got a purpose here. We all play a role. I mean, we got to stop and think. Okay, we could have fun. We could roast. We could have dramatic shows. We could have messy shows, a little something, but it all has a limit. Everybody has a limit, or everything has a cap on it. It's how far are you willing to go to ruin somebody else? Or how far are you willing to go to damage somebody's life? Or how far are you willing to go to make somebody feel like shit? You know what I'm saying? What is your purpose? Who are you working for? You dig? Let's get deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I echoing?
Yeah, I hear you.
Am I echoing?
No, you ain't, baby.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
You good
that's
as
up, y'all. Okay, I don't remember all what
you
Hot
better.
Shot saying. I came in on the end, but you are right. And like the Bible say, judge not and be ye not judged. So
Mhm.
that's one thing my friends always, well, my friend, they always tell me, I don't judge people. I don't,
Right.
because, my channel is, about different things, relationships and stuff like that. But, that's why we are messy angels, because like I was saying yesterday, we put that on there because we do get messy and we have to cover that.
Tiger Heartbreaker, Hail to what up, King? What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up? How are you?
We good.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
blessed.
Hey,
What up, Queen?
a blessing. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Love you guys.
Welcome,
Hello,
welcome, guys.
everybody.
Now,
Hello.
Tiger is what's up, Queen? What's up? I'm truly a blessing. Tiger is an interesting dude because I believe I met him on Instagram, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, yeah, we talked a little bit on Instagram. And actually we were supposed to be doing an interview for you guys tomorrow, I believe. But if you want to just do your thing today, that's fine too. I just want to give everybody a little backstory on you. Tiger jumped on one of my posts about Nicki Minaj, and it was about Nicki Minaj and her father, correct?
Uh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Tiger is a barb, correct?
Um, I was a barb back in the day when she first came out. I'm still kind of a barb, but not like I still listen to music, but I'm not really into it like that. Like I'm 44 now, so I'm like that was way back then.
Wow,
So
you look young. You look
What
young.
44 got to do with it?
well, no, I'm just saying like I'm more grown up now. I'm more grown up now, so like
And
you
I am
know,
too. Guess what? I'm a 44-year-old rapper.
oh,
You got
I'm just
this.
saying.
Made me start spitting bars up here.
No, but listen, this man got a good, interesting, not a I wouldn't say good, because there was nothing good about what he went through. But he has a really interesting story that he wanted to share with the world, and I wanted to give him an opportunity to do it on this platform because we represent and support all victims. But before that, before he even goes into any of that, I wanted to say that he came on there showing love and support for Nikki, and her father, and giving them his well wishes.
Right.
And the lady that I was talking to you guys about earlier, that is allegedly in Nikki's circle of friends, was telling me all kinds of negative shit, wishing death on everybody's kids, and this man just came on there respectfully saying, I wish Nikki nothing but the best. And then he put up the barb emojis and all that, right? So after that, he also goes on to saying he stands with Jen because she's also a victim. So when he said this, I'm like, wow, a Barb or a Nikki supporter that stands with Jen and can relate to Jen and understand where she coming from and put his feelings aside for his favorite celebrity or somebody that he really liked in the past or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Put those feelings aside and look at things for what they really are and be like, yo, my support is with Jen because I could feel a victim and I could see one when I hear him. That meant a lot to me. I'm like, yo, that's what's up, man. Like, and I respect you for that. Listen, I'm not here to bash you. You can support Nikki. You can love her. I like a lot of her music too. I feel like she's a dope artist that has nothing to do with the situation at hand. So, this gentleman went on to telling me about his situation, his traumas, and what he'd been through. And I agreed to have him on the show. He was a bit nervous about coming on here. I know it's not easy, especially for a man to come on here and pretty much admit to being molested or raped or whatever as a child by another man. That's really hard to do, and that's why a lot of men don't come forward. A lot of men, they are abused and they have been victimized and they keep quiet and keep to themselves because they feel like there will be no support. There is no voice for them. And to a certain extent I could agree to that because mainly the support that we get is more towards the women. Yeah, the men do get some, but mainly and for the most part, is for the women that have been victimized and raped, which I've seen nothing
Oh shit.
as they should get the support because they don't get the support of a lot of other things when it comes to men.
Well, a
So,
lot of men and boys because they just,
right,
by
right,
being a man, they don't want it to come out because they'll
right,
be looked at as being gay. But it's
Right.
a lot of men,
right.
just like it is with women. You know, it's just harder
Right.
for
There's a
men
lot
to
of
come
different
out with.
stigmas that Sorry, I was just going to say, yeah, no, you're right. There's a lot of different stigmas that are attached to men that go through abuse, whether it's, not just, sexual, but physical and mental as well.
Right.
So, yeah, sorry.
True.
Didn't mean to cut you
Yeah,
off.
Tiger.
I'm done.
Yeah,
Oh.
we got the
Oh. So on
tell
it.
a
Oh,
little bit
excuse
about
me.
you, Tiger.
Sorry.
Tell you a little bit about who you are and where you're from.
Okay. My name is Andre. I'm 44, and I was born in New York, but I was raised in Seattle, Washington, and that's where I live now.
Okay.
Yeah. What can I say about my story? So I guess it started when I was about 7 years old, and it was an older guy that lived in my neighborhood, and like, um, ugh. Okay. So
Take your time.
basically, at first, it was like I was friends with his younger brother who was around my age, and the guy was older. He was like 19 or 20, I think. And it started off as like
Who was you?
touching, but not like, huh?
How old were you at the time?
I was 7, and the
Wow.
guy was like, I believe, like 19 or 20, but I was friends with his younger brother, and his younger brother was like 8 years old, and I was 7.
Wow. Okay.
And we was living my dad was in the Navy, so we was living on a base, on a Navy base. And it started off as like being friends with the boy, and then I was like trying to get isolated from the boy and was always with the guy or whatever. And then I used to spend the night over the people's house, and then that's when it started like touching. Like he would like hug me, but then he would hug me for like longer than what I was used to be hugged. And then it started to like touching, and then it started like touching my private areas and stuff like that. And then it started getting worse. He started like kissing on me, asking me like if I wanted to suck his thing, I guess private part. And then like I started doing that because I was forced into it, and he was like, "Don't tell nobody. You'll get in you'll get in trouble," and stuff like that. And so yeah, and so it started leading on to more things, like worse things than that, like intercourse
This
stuff and
somebody
all that
in
kind
your
of stuff.
neighborhood. You grew up around this person, correct?
Yeah, well, I knew them from when I was 7 until I was 11, and that's when I was 11 years old. That's when we moved off the base to another neighborhood. But I known them since I was 7, and then I known them since I was 7. Yes,
Okay. So this
yes.
person was pretty much molesting you. There was no intercourse.
No, there wasn't no intercourse, but he tried. But I guess because I was such a young boy, like like it would like they would know like if I started bleeding, my mom would know something happened to me. Because my mom is a doctor, so she would have known that if I came home bleeding around my butt, that she would know something would happen to me. So it never like went to that part. But he would like touch it back there and do other stuff. But he wouldn't like put his private part, there, whatever.
Mom
So
was really overprotective of you when it came to like making sure you were sexually active.
yeah, my mom's a doctor, so she knew that she didn't know anything, but she would know that if I came home bleeding on my butt, that something was wrong, you know. So
Right.
and
How long
that
did
ended,
uh,
huh?
go ahead? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, how long did this last? Where this guy was the older brother of your friend? You was 7
Um,
years old at the time. Your friend was 8, and his older brother, 19, 20 years old, was touching on you or molesting you.
it was going on till I was 11 years old, but it wasn't happening every day. It was happening like probably like maybe like twice a week, but it wasn't happening every day though. It wasn't happening every day.
So, did you ever press charges on this man ever hit a certain age where you was like, yo, I'm old enough to know that this is not right. I just want to press charges. This is not right.
No. We moved off the base when I was 11 years old, and then I didn't tell nobody until I was like 17 when I started like acting crazy. Like I tried to kill myself. I
Wow.
started doing all this bad stuff, and my mom was like, "What the hell's going on?" And so my mom had sent me off to a place for like kids to get help, and then after that, I told my family.
What up, Steve's underground? Steve's, welcome to the panel.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes.
Oh, okay, great. Hi everyone.
How are you?
Hi.
I'm good. Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt and all.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, so I mean, he can continue on. I just
Right.
wanted to.
You'll be able to speak. So go ahead, Tiger. So continue your story.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can y'all see me?
Now it was frozen, but we
Okay.
see you.
So it was going on for like 2 times a week, but it wasn't happening to me every day. And then that went on until I was 11. Then when I was 11, I moved off the base to a different neighborhood, and then it stopped. And then after that, my life was really good. I had a good life after that. And then when I was 16, my parents moved to Georgia for the military, my dad and my mom, and me, my sister, and my brother. And then that's when I started like acting crazy, like acting out sexually, like having sex with a lot of people, doing all kind of stuff. And my mom was like, "What the hell is going on? Why are you acting bad? Why are you getting in trouble in school? Why are you fighting your sister?" Like I was just doing all this crazy stuff. I started doing drugs and stuff like that. And so my mom had sent me to a place for like people to get help. And I was there for like a year. And then that's when my mom found out that all that stuff that happened to me.
So you feel like being molested at a young age, at 7 years old, by your friend's older brother, played a part in you rebelling as a teenager, or you doing drugs or acting out of character, acting pretty
Yeah.
enough.
Yes. And because my parents are Jehovah's Witnesses. And so it was more harder for me to tell them because I didn't know how they was gonna take it. So I just like never told them until I was 17. I got stood up, and me acting out was trying to show them that something was wrong with me, but they didn't get it. And so my mom sent me off to a place, and then I was there for a year, and then that's when they found out that all the stuff that happened to me.
Would you mind telling us, how do you sexually identify?
Well, I used to date girls when I was younger, but I stopped. I'm gay now, but I used to date girls, and then when I was like 21, I stopped dating girls and I started dating guys.
Okay. Do you feel like being molested at a young age pretty much influenced your gay life or your homosexual lifestyle?
No, I always knew that I always thought I was bisexual.
All right.
But I had never been with a guy like not by force until I was like 21.
So you was with a guy by force at 21. You wasn't willing to have sex.
I'm saying I wasn't with a guy by foot when I was younger. When stuff would happen with me, it was force. But then when I was 21, I was able to do it on my own, cognition. I was able to do because I wanted to.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that you went through any of that as a 7-year-old child, male or female. Like, that's something real devastating or real traumatic to go through and have somebody, an older person, somebody you may be looking up to, or see as a role model or some kind of, figure in your life touching on you sexually. Like, that's disgusting.
Yeah. I want to say something else. And it led to like a lot of other things. So I guess how to explain this. So after I got out of the place my mom sent me to, I started hanging out with I was 18, and so I started hanging out with a lot of other gay people because I was gay, and I started hanging around like transsexuals, or I don't know how you say it, transsexuals, and so they was prostituting and stuff like that. So I started getting into prostitution and stuff like that, and I did that. I did that until I was 20. I was about 24 when I stopped that, and I stopped that because I had got like I almost died because of it. Because I got a guy had put a gun at me on me and tried to like shoot me, but the gun went and the gun jammed, and so I ended up going to jail and all that stuff, and you know how that goes. So
Wow, that's deep.
yeah,
That's super deep, man. Listen, I
yeah,
don't know how you're still here, man, to tell it, because that's a story. Normally, suicidal people don't get to tell because they end up taking their own lives. But God bless,
yeah,
man, and I appreciate you even sharing a bit of it, 5%,
yeah,
1% story, because that's bravery. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
uh, and that's becoming a warrior. So instead of a victim, you're
Can I,
now becoming a warrior. You're able to
yeah.
release out of this hurt through
Can I say
sharing.
one more thing?
Of course.
That counseling, anybody that's been through this situation or been molested or taken advantage of, counseling really does help. I did 10 years of counseling, and I'm in a better place now. So counseling really does help because I did 10 years of counseling, and it really helped me. My parents went to counseling with me every day, every time I went. And so it really helped, and it helped my parents understand why I am the way I am. So it really does help counseling.
Wow. Listen, if you want to share, where can everybody find you on social media so that you can give them some kind of, expert advice?
Um,
'Cause when it comes to you've been through these kind of things, so you could definitely give
yeah,
somebody some kind of expert advice or some kind of route, on how to deal with these things, handle these things, and go about these things. And if you said take some kind of expert psychology or not psychology, psychiatric help, or whatever it is that you need to take for
yes.
your mental hygiene, your mental health, do so. And if you guys want to contact Tiger, this gentleman can definitely tell you how to go about getting some kind of professional help to deal with your stress, your anxiety, your depression, your traumas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through them. You know what I'm saying? Some harder than others. And let me
But
tell
it
you,
doesn't,
go
oh,
ahead. Go
what I was
ahead.
going
Go
to
ahead.
say is that it doesn't, even though you go to counseling, it's not going to fix all your problems because I still have problems today, but it does help me going to counseling. It does help me understand why I am the way I am. But it does not fix all your problems because I still have problems today,
Of
you know?
course.
So,
I feel like the human is never fixed completely, but if we can help
yeah,
each other to the most we can, why not? But yeah, man. Listen, Tiger, I'll put some information on my Instagram TV,
okay.
IGT, and it's talking about people that have been molested or raped or whatever the case is in the past. There's a statute of limitation. They pretty much just lifted any stipulation they had in place before, so that now you
Okay.
have up until I believe June or July to press any kind of get any kind of legal compensation is all I'm saying. So I don't know if this is something that you wanted to do. I don't know if you pressed charges in the past. I don't know what was the case completely to its entirety. I'm hearing the story now with everybody as we speak publicly and live because
Um,
I know we're supposed to do a behind the scenes interview, but it's cool.
yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I'm
Um,
glad we did it like this too. It's
can I
more
say
organic.
something?
Yes.
So, I was gonna say something else. So basically, the people when I was 18, I had got sexually molested again when I was 18 when I went to a gay party and I guess somebody had slipped something into my drink and like I blacked out. And then next day when I woke up, I was in some other guy's house and I was like sexually like really like had like him put his thing in me and I was bleeding and everything. And I ended up going to the hospital and so the guy that did that to me, we did press charges and he did go to jail for it. I don't know. I don't know if he's out now, but I know back when I was 18, I did have something that happened to me, and the guy that did it, he did go to jail for that one. So
Well, yeah, I'm glad he you know what I'm saying, he served his justice well. I don't even think
yeah,
a lot of the time these people serve enough time for what they do, for the crimes they commit. But, for the most part, I'm glad something was served or something was, pretty much done about the situation. Because a lot of times these people get away with it. Like I put the
Yes.
statistics
people
up
are
there,
scared.
they get away
People
with
are
it.
people are scared because they tell you, don't tell nobody. If you tell somebody, we're gonna get in trouble, and that's why people are scared. But me being a man, I was scared too at first. Like I was scared to tell my dad, my parents, because they're like, we're supposed to be strong and everything like that. But you got to just like tell somebody, because if you don't, you'll end up trying to kill yourself, or you might kill yourself, and that's not something you want to do when you're hurting, because you'll hurt your family and all your friends and stuff like that. So
Amen.
yeah.
Yes. Praise God.
Any of you ladies got any advice for this young king? Or well, he's not as young as he's 40. We said 44.
Well, I'll turn 44 on the 21st. I'm 43 right now.
All right, 43, man. See, listen, bro, you still young. You know what I'm saying? You're still
Yeah.
young.
Absolutely.
And I feel like you got a whole life ahead of you. I feel like now is where your journey begins. But let me let these queens tell it. Yeah, sis.
Okay.
What you got to tell this king?
I just got to say, be encouraged. Be encouraged. Keep your head up, because, you're not the only one that has been through this. But, God got you. He done brought you this far. And what he say, he'll never leave you nor forsake you. So, you're the winner in this situation. And everybody has their karma, and you reap what you sow. So anybody that harms you, don't you worry about that. God got them.
Yeah.
So you just keep looking forward and keep your head up. Lift your eyes up to the hills from which cometh your help, because your help comes from the Lord. You heard?
Yes.
Amen.
And
A young man.
And I have one more thing to say. And to all the parents out there, if you notice that your kids are acting out or something, make sure you talk to them, because my parents, they didn't when they knew I was acting out, they didn't talk to me. So they didn't know what was going on. They just sent me off to a place, and I went to a place for like a year.
That's a
And
good
then they found out. So if your kids are acting out, or you see anything that like your kid doesn't usually do, make sure you talk to them, because they might be going through, somebody might be doing something, or they might be going through anything. You need to talk to your kids.
Word up.
So
That's a
that's
great
all I
point.
got to say.
Well, listen, I agree, man. A lot of times we don't really look at the signs, and we don't pay attention to our kids' actions and their their demeanor, and we don't really know. And then when shit hit the fan, we act all surprised, like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe little Timmy or little," you know what I'm saying? Abigail did whatever, whoever did whatever they did. Like, you wasn't paying attention to the signs from the start.
Yeah.
As a parent, we're supposed to be vigilant, be aware, and be all over our kids. Really, I know sometimes we get caught up. We got work, we got school, we got all kinds of shit going on in our lives. But there has to come a place in time when you get home and you tend to your kids, and you be like, "This is all about me teaching my kid another lesson in life. Something else that's going to build them. Something else is going to better their life for when I'm not here no more. They know how to survive on their own." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, my queens. I want to let y'all talk.
I just wanted to say, young man, you made a huge step tonight just coming on and sharing your story, because that will help someone else come out and tell their story. I was around 5. Our situations are similar, but mine was done by an older white man, and I was only like 5.
Mine was a white man too.
Yeah, old, and he would get me to come to his house with candy and stuff like that, and he would put his little lip noodle on my private parts, and I was only 5 then, so I'm a 3-time survivor.
Oh my gosh.
I was raped at 16 in my early 20s by gunpoint.
Wow, sorry to hear that, Queen.
So just by you being here, you have made a huge leap. And just always know God got your back. He makes no mistakes. When we go through these things, it's for a reason. Your reason could be for you to help someone else. And I appreciate you coming on here telling your story. And I pray for you and your family and everyone, because I know a lot of people have been through things, but it's just like a difference when it comes to men, because a lot of people don't expect for men to get raped, but a lot of straight men have been raped in jail, and they, can't talk about it because they don't want to be looked at a certain way. Like Mystical was talking about earlier, it's like a stigma. But I appreciate you coming on here telling your story, and just know God is always with you.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If God wasn't with me, I probably wouldn't be here. He was by my side the whole time.
Yes.
So,
Praise God.
yeah.
And absolutely.
Give you that power you need right now.
Yeah, we get a lot of tragic cases like that where people don't feel like they're being heard, or people listening to them. or people are really even noticing that they exist, and they commit suicide. They take their lives. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're here for. People like us that have supported people like Jennifer, and other people that claim to be a victim in the past are here for all victims of all sorts of all backgrounds. Don't matter who you are, male, female, gay, straight, big, tall, fat, skinny, don't matter. Like child, adult, don't matter. If
Yeah.
you was abused, you was abused. That's your truth and your story to tell. Can't
Amen.
nobody tell nobody otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's hard to come out here and do what you do without being bashed, without being criticized and ridiculed and accused of all kinds of things. And there'll be people that be like, well, it was your fault, or you did this, or you caused this to happen. Like, there's people that really be naysaying that whole abuse shit. And those are the type of people that we got to keep in mind and be aware of and beware of, and make sure that the children are safe from. You know what I'm saying? And protected. Because a lot of parents, they overlook and sweep under the rug this kind of bullshit in my eyes. I mean, and that to me, that those are the people I want to expose, and not even just expose, but I want to shed light on and speak life into. But go ahead. I see you trying to say something, Tiger.
Um, always go with your gut. If you feel like you're around somebody or your child is around somebody that you don't feel in your gut, you feel like it's not safe, go with your gut because most of the time it's usually true that the person that is not safe to be around, you know? So always believe your gut or what your body is telling you or your gut is telling you because it's usually telling you the right thing. You know, when you feel funny about somebody, it's usually telling you the right thing, you know, about that
That's
person.
so true. That is so true. My mother husband raped me when I was 16. I told her, she didn't even believe me.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
See,
Good to hear.
Yeah.
parents, there be them parents that really don't believe the kids, man, and that's where the real danger, come in play. Because it's like now these predators can feel like they could do whatever the hell they want to do with these kids and get away with it.
Yeah, yeah. Um, while you were mentioning that, I wanted to. You can hear me, right? Everyone
Yeah.
can.
Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to chime in and say that I was a teenager. Like right now, I'm a multiple time domestic abuse and rape survivor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was touched when I was a little, and it happened at school and all, and it happened. After that happened, was also
Wow.
molested.
Sorry to hear that, Queen. I know you
Yeah,
told me something about it before in the past, but you didn't go into detail.
yeah. During my teens and up until like in my mid 20s, early to mid 20s, I've gone through this.
Somebody fuck.
Uh, I don't know what
Somebody
happened.
Hello.
phone vibrate. Yeah.
So, during when this happened,
I'll call y'all back.
no,
Okay.
All right.
okay.
Thanks for joining, Tiger. Take care. You
Okay.
have a blessed
Bye.
night. If you get back.
So when that happened, up until my mid 20s, early to mid 20s, um, I my whole everything that I viewed in life was just so dark and was just so depressing because of what had happened. And it happened when the person that wanted to, I guess, try to rekindle things or try to talk to me. He's been trying to talk to me for the longest, and I just brushed him off. I wasn't interested. And then when I finally gave a chance to this person, that person turned out to be a monster. But the thing about these people is like they're not going to present themselves as monstrous. They're going to be kind, and they're going to act like they're kind. They're going to tell you things that you want to hear. They're going to gift you
So true.
things. They're going to, make it seem like they're just this savior to all your traumatic issues. And then once you finally give this person a chance, you come to find out that this person is an abuser. This person is a stalker.
A
This
sick minded.
Yeah, they're sick. And then you come to also find out that this person is a potential child molester.
Absolutely.
So once I put all these things together and I was able to get out from that situation because I was just coming off of a domestic violence situation. So after I got off of a domestic violence situation, back with my family and everything and try to get my life together. I was going back to school. It was just everything was just like all new again because I was a runaway child. I was a runaway ever since my late teens and everything. And it was a horrible experience because during that situation, the person that I trusted, the person that was supposed to protect me, was the person that almost took my life.
Wow.
That person,
Fabulous.
yeah, that I and everything. Like I had to fake my death for freedom. I had to fake my death for freedom. And after that, I went to a shelter and then come to find out that the people, not the people in the shelter, but the person that tried to seem like they're this good Samaritan was a monster herself. So I was just going through a lot. I was angry. I was just acting out. I was just going crazy because how is it that the people that you put your trust in, the people that are supposed to direct you into a good path, they end up becoming monsters. They end up
Yes.
becoming destructive people. So I was just going through a lot, and I didn't I had an attitude. I was just so empty and dark and sad. And when I tried to talk out my situation, people victim blame me. I try to seek some type of guidance. This is what's going on. I need help. The people that I depended on, they didn't give a damn about me. They
Yeah.
didn't. So I
And it
was just
makes you
acting out.
resentful. It makes you
Yeah, they
resentful.
make me very resentful. I hated everyone. I hated everyone. Even if you had good intentions, I still didn't want anything to do with you because I felt that were probably the same people that did me wrong. But then as time went on, I realized like, you know what? Like I'm not to say that I want to put age into it, but as I'm getting older, I have to realize like, you know what, there's things I want to accomplish in life. I'm trying to run my business. I'm trying to do all this thing. Eventually I want to get married and all this stuff. And I can't this type of mindset for the rest of my life. So I decided to take it upon myself to seek counseling. I'm currently signing up to see a life coach. I'm also signing up for and things like that, learning about narcissism, learning about all these things that we unfortunately face so much. And it was long, it wasn't easy, it was so hard. And I didn't do it because of everybody else, I did it because of me. The pandemic really, no matter what the situation, no matter what the circumstances is, no matter what's going on, yes, people have lost their jobs, they lost their lives, they lost their livelihoods, they lost all of this. But if I'm still here, then there is a reason for it. And I feel like I do have a purpose as well. So a lot of in my channel, I talk about a lot of philosophical as well as psychological things that's going on. I don't really delve into like celebrities and all. Not to like shame anyone, because I support your channel because you put you how can I say, you shed light into what's going on that can help people, as opposed to others that just want to just be messy with it and then get into all these other situations and stuff, which
Yeah.
I shall not name.
He's very
But
genuine.
For that.
Very
yeah,
genuine.
but
For that,
right,
please.
yeah, but what's going on right now, and seeing how a number of women, as well as men too, even though they don't really so much they should,
Right.
um, seeing how we are constantly being attacked. We're being attacked in the manosphere. We're constantly being judged, judged by our color,
Right.
by other things, and it's really sad. So I think what I want to do eventually is just have like this coalition of I guess women, not to not include men, but really like try to shed light of the fact that we need to stop allowing these, not allowing these people, but we need to be a voice of what the certain situation that's going on, and find out tools to go about life without having to constantly be physically attacked, emotionally attacked, being discriminated, go through ageism, go through all these things. So it's it's really sad, but now I have to take action because I don't want that to hinder me for another 5 years or 10 years and all this stuff because of what had happened.
Yeah, that's when God steps in, sweetheart.
Exactly.
You have to give it all to Him, because He
Yeah,
is the only. He is
yeah,
the only one. And
definitely the
once you
only
give it
one.
all to Him, you feel a load off of you. Trust me. Like I said, I'm a 3-time survivor. One into the 20s at gunpoint. And thank God
Mystical,
He
I
gave me
love your
a
new
condom
picture.
and everything.
Mystical,
So
I love your new
just always put God first.
I had to switch devices.
picture.
But
But I'm truly a
yeah,
blessing.
sorry, excuse me.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just to piggyback of what the lady was just talking about, and first before I say anything, like I just want to say, I commend you, both you and Tiger, for sharing, your story with us, and trusting us to.
Oh, we lost her. She'll be back. Yeah, I commend you. I'm truly a blessings 21 and Tiger. I'm truly a blessings 21 is a big supporter of mine. I love this lady, this woman. Um, she's so sweet. She's so like she's such a positive force in anybody's life. Like if you get to know her, you speak to her. Like me and her, we have conversation behind the scenes. I won't tell y'all what it is about, but it's very inspiring, very uplifting, very spiritual, and I'm about all the positive spiritual
Yes.
energy. So I appreciate you, and I'm so sorry that you've been through any of that trauma
Oh,
and
yeah, but
tribulation. But,
God
but like
took
you
care of it.
said,
God
like
took
you
care of
told
all of it.
exactly, and like you told Tiger earlier, no, God's not gonna give you no battle that you can't handle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's a reason for you to
Yeah.
have been through that battle. There's a
So
purpose
He
for
can
you.
help someone else. Because most men
Right.
won't talk about it. So
Right.
doing a great thing coming forward. Because I'm a
I'll be praying
warrior
for
now.
you.
I haven't been nowhere
I
near no
feel like
big
your phone
state.
ringing, Tiger.
Huh?
Got that, and I've been having my mic muted the whole time, so I don't know what that clicking noise is. But
Yeah, it's been clicking
for
a while.
a second, I want to say
Who's
something
noise?
about I'm truly a blessing.
Who's
Because
cooking? Who noise is
about
that?
we're having this conversation about something else, but like someone just said, you're right. This message right here, because I heard I'm truly a blessing talking, is also encouraging me through what I'm going through. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what we're good work, and that's what I tend to do.
Yeah, and I'm here to encourage people, and another good thing, we talking about doing a show tomorrow. But everybody in the chat, y'all just switched over and agreed with everything that we're talking about right now. That right there shows you that this is a no judgment.
Yeah,
So I appreciate the chat. I appreciate the panel and everything. You guys are all awesome.
we appreciate
But
you.
I appreciate all of y'all as well,
Okay,
man.
I
This
just
is
got kicked out like twice, so I don't know if anybody heard what I said, but I went on like a 5 minute tangent.
I'm
oh, we
going.
didn't hear
I'm.
you.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna mute
praying
my
for
mic
y'all.
again.
We didn't hear you, Queen. I'm sorry, man.
Oh no, it's
I
alright.
don't
It's
know.
not your fault. StreamYard hates me. But what I was saying was, I don't know if you guys heard the start of what I'm saying, but I'm just gonna start again. So I just wanted to commend Tiger and the lady in the top that shared her story about what
Thank
happened to
you.
them, and I feel like
Thank you so much.
um I we all appreciate the fact that you guys trust us to be able to support you guys in sharing your stories and giving you the respect that you deserve. And I feel like you guys both pointed out a lot of good. I guess you guys made a lot of good points about how these things take place, and you know what I mean. The things that are overlooked when it comes to the manipulation, the grooming, um, the parenting. The faults within parenting styles and things like that. Where you know what I mean. I feel like those are things that need to be talked about a little bit more, as well. You know what I mean? How to, teach your child healthy communication styles so that, and for parents to learn healthy communication styles so that if things
Right.
like this happen, that, your child feels safe to come back and communicate with you so that they can, you know what I mean, get the help that they need, as quick as possible instead of having to go through maybe half their life, not knowing how to deal with things
That's
and it
traumatizing.
affecting them
Yeah.
later on in life.
Yeah. And then imagine feeling like the number one person that birthed you don't care. Like, or
Oh,
they not even that they care that they're just not present enough to make a change or a difference in your life. It's like, yo, this is traumatizing, and we have to look at the signs from an early age. We have to pay attention, like Mystical said,
Right.
to what our kids is reacting to or how they're reacting, and pretty much educate them and inform them about these predators and how people really are out there to hurt kids. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Tiger. I see you got something to say.
Oh, and I was to say, just because a man gets raped or molested, it doesn't make them gay. Like a lot of people think, like a lot of people, some people think that, and like even though I turned out to be gay, it's not because I was raped. So just because if you're a straight man and you're sexually molested or raped, it doesn't mean that you're automatically gay. You know, it's
Yeah, but
just
you were
like
forced to
you can
be.
still be
Right.
straight.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you
You were
earlier
forced.
if it affected you and your lifestyle, your homosexual lifestyle. Because a lot of people
Yeah.
tend to say that rape, pretty much affects or alters your sexual life and what you end up
Yeah.
doing, who you end up choosing to love in life later on. So I wanted to
Yeah.
get that from you straight from the horse's mouth. And
Yeah.
sometimes I say sometimes that is the case, and sometimes it
And
isn't. Sometimes people are
Yeah.
just, you
and
know what
I
I'm saying?
think that we have to realize as well, like when I was talking about having, healthy communication between, parents and children. I think that I feel like, you know what I mean, Tiger is a man of a certain age. So, you know what I mean, he definitely would have grown up in a time where, you know what I mean, there were a lot more stigmas around what a man should be or
Yes.
how, how a male should be, which would have made it a lot more harder for you. And I think here in 2021, in the day and age that we're living in, I think that, we have a lot more, I guess, society is a lot more accepting. And I think that, you know what I mean, the way that we raise our kids in today's day and age, you know what I mean, like we
Right.
should definitely look back on things like that and try to change it for, the better for our own kids that are growing up now in this generation, you know what I mean?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it's a generational or cultural thing where I don't know if Caribbean parents, but I
It's a
just
bit of,
feel
it's
like,
both. You get what
yeah.
I feel like it's, yeah, like like I'm not saying it's a generational thing on its own, but you know what I mean, like definitely, you know what I mean, I guess in different ages, different times, different eras, you know what I mean. There have been certain types of, you know what I mean, cultural perspectives or religious perspectives that were more prevalent within society.
And I
Right.
think that's what causes friction with the parents and the children because
Yes.
how they were brought up. If they were brought up, let's say, somewhere in Central America, whether if it's Jamaica, DR, or what have you, if they were brought up there and then they come into the States, their children is in the States and
Mhm.
they go through things, they go through trauma, they um, experience outside of what they've been through in their country back home. It's like it becomes some type of like issue because they take it as, oh, like you're disrespecting their tradition, you're not upholding it, oh, you're an outsider. They outcast you because they don't want to they they just don't want to understand your point of view of things, that they don't want to understand that these are the things that happen to you, which causes the rebellion, which caused me to rebel at a very young age, which caused me to become a runaway and caused me to be all those things because the fact that there was just a lack of communication because there was no understanding that your way is not always the highway, But I mean, time passed, and
Right.
I start to understand and I start to forgive them because at the time when they came into the States in like the late 80s and everything, they were just adjusting to um though I understood as an American from Central America how things happen. So it's like apples and oranges. Their way were the highway. They believe them versus me. All this stuff, and I harbored that type of animosity from them. But I mean, you know, it. You start to realize this is why it happened. This is how they were brought up. This is the consequences that they face. And you know, you just let bygones be bygones. You don't have to forget about it. You can forgive, but have a understanding that how they were brought up in their time is pretty much different how things are that way in this era, especially in America. And I think that if it still happens today, I think that communication is key. It's not just with parents and children,
Yeah.
relationships and all those things, especially I
Yeah.
don't want to go too off topic, but when I talk about how people present themselves as someone that they're really not, they're like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. This whole conversation, like I said, I want to go off topic with this high value man or this, that, and third and all that stuff. They want to present themselves as that, but then you find out that they have a lot of they're basically evil. They do a lot of unspeakable evil things, but they hide that image because it's so shiny and where we buy into it and things of that nature. So we really have to be cognizant and try to understand, like, try to use a lot of psychological, not to say that, we should, be psychologists or anything, but understand that there's a lot that's underneath than what is presented in the forefront. We can't believe everyone just because they look like us. Sadly, our own enemies look like us. Like the case of what happened in Harlem and what the case that happened in Jersey when a girl got shot because
Mhm.
the guy did because she would never accept a guy to fill up on her. There's a lot of untold stories that's going on, and but they don't want to bring that into the forefront. They don't want to bring that to the forefront. So a person in a suit or a person in a dress could potentially be a molester, and you don't know that, and it's a shame.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just want to say too, going back to when you
Hello.
were talking about the whole, you know what I mean, traditions and, you know what I mean, cultural values and things like that have an effect on how, things like that are received by, parents and things like that. That kind of speaks to, you know what I mean, the importance of having like a support network, you know what I mean, where if the, communication it fails between, the child and the parent, then you have somebody else that you can go to next. You get what I'm saying? But yeah,
Right.
And you can put serial killers in the same position because it never be someone you might think it, the next door neighbor, but he didn't kill like 20 women. It's gonna always be somebody that doesn't, have their perception of being evil or sick in the mind to do these things to
Right.
people.
It'd be the
go
least
ahead,
suspect.
Tiger.
Go ahead, Tiger.
Oh no, what I was gonna say about the race thing. So I'm mixed with black, white, and my dad is Native American.
Yeah, I could.
So
I was about to say, yeah, you make you look a little mixed. But go
yeah,
ahead.
so what I was gonna say is that when I was about my sexual abuse thing, when I like
Welcome to the mix
told
club.
when I told yes, when I told my black side of my family, they was like, "Don't tell nobody, don't embarrass us, don't do this or that." But then when I went to my white side of the family,
Mm,
because I have white people in my family, like my mom's black and white, and so when I went to her dad, whatever, they was like, "We're gonna get him, we'll throw him in jail." But then when I was telling like my black side of my family, my grandpa, my other grandpa, like that, they was like, "Don't tell nobody, you're gonna embarrass our family. We don't want it being all over the da, da, da." And I was like, wow, this is different. Like I
Well, I can
never
say
like thought
it
about
happens
it.
on both sides. It happens on every culture, really. Like that
Yeah,
happens in every culture. Not black, not just blacks, not just whites,
yeah,
not just Spanish. It happens in every single culture. Like
mhm,
everybody got a story to tell. And what you're saying right there, like there's a lot of mixed people, that go through the same thing, vice versa. There's a lot of people that go through the same thing with Spanish folks. A lot of same people that go through the same thing with Indian, African, Jamaican, West Indian, Haitian, whatever. Like it happens with everybody. But I see what you're saying. Sometimes you will get support from one side and not the same support from the other side of the family. That happens often too. So I definitely understand that part. Doesn't matter the color. It's just that's what happens. You feel me? It's unfortunate, and I'm sorry that happened. Because I feel like you should have full support from both sides. You know, as a child being molested or raped or whatever the case was, I feel like you need to have full support from parents, family. Your mom, your dad can't be there for you. At least aunties, uncles, grandparents could be there. And when you don't have any of the sort, it's like, damn, who do I count on? Now you count on yourself and the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I commend you, man. I had off because
That was a
a lot
great
of
point,
people.
Tiger.
Thank you.
Can I
Yeah.
say
Thank you,
something?
Tiger. Thank
I'm
you
about
for
to drop
even-
out, but I'll be back.
Yes, please do.
I'd like to say something.
Good.
Who's making all that noise? That noise.
There's a clicking noise. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out myself. Like, where's it coming from? Oh,
It ain't me, y'all. I'm muted.
it's my queen. My I'm truly be a blessing. 21 is you, baby.
I'm on mute too. I just unmuted.
Oh no, it's not you. Wait.
I just unmuted.
Oh, you just unmuted. Okay, yeah. Let me mute you again to see. Hold on. Yeah. 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 It's you, queen. It's you. But we gonna unmute you. Let me see. All right. We're gonna unmute you because I don't know when you I want you to talk whenever you're ready. But go ahead. What you was saying, Tiger?
Oh no, I was just laughing because you was like, it's you.
It's you. Yeah, it's my queen. It's my queen. It's all good. I think something interrupting the connection. I don't know what it is, but I hear the
None
little,
but the devil. The devil don't want the truth out.
That's what it thank you.
The devil don't
Amen.
want you to talk. The devil don't want you to talk.
Ain't that the truth? Devil
He's
don't want
working
you to
hard.
Let me tell you something. One time I was speaking heavy on God, and yo, there was this big fly that just came out of nowhere. And that fly was trying to get in my mouth so bad. Every time I opened my mouth to say God, that fly was trying to fly right in.
Right.
And I was like, yo, this is so weird. And I'm trying to slap the shit out that fly. Like, I'm trying to kill it. He knows I'm trying to kill it. He didn't give a fuck. He kept trying to come right in my mouth. I'm like, yo, this nigga got balls. So I'll talk about some regular shit. I'm telling people around me, like, yo, check this fucking fly out. Check this shit out. I'll talk about some regular shit. The fly just fly away, mind his business. The minute I mention God, he come that disgusting looking big ass fly trying to get in my mouth. Yo, I'm telling you, the devil's lie. And he come in all shapes and forms. So you absolutely right. The devil don't want you to talk. He can manipulate that static shit. That's what you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fuck up the servers. Let something go wrong. So she don't talk about God. And God forgive me for using the curse in the same sentence, but yo, God know what I'm talking about.
God knows us better than we know ourselves.
He know us. He know us before we know ourselves.
Yeah.
He's the one that made. He's the one that made us.
Mm-hmm.
Like he already knew what our life was gonna be like. Like he already knew I was gonna be gay. Like he knew everything before I was even made. He already knew what my life's gonna be like.
And see, that's why you go through those things for a purpose, and you see what your purpose is now. A lot of people have gone through so many traumatic things. It's a purpose for that. It's a reason why we're here. So when things happen in the world to other people, we can be that light because he pours into us for us to pour out into others. And you know, just like with my girl Jen, look how strong she is now.
Word up.
She is so strong. I applaud her.
God bless. Yeah.
Amen to her.
In the short time I've known about this situation.
Yeah, man. She
God
was
is
getting
good.
bullied. She was getting slandered. She was getting discredited. She was getting belittled. She was getting dragged all over the YouTube streets. Yo, all just for telling her truth. And it was sickening. I was like, yo, I can't believe there's people out there really doing these things to Jennifer. And it's like, these are the same people that claim that we don't get enough backup. We don't get enough support. We don't get enough this, that, and the third. But you out here bashing a victim the way you did? Good. I want to hear what y'all got to say.
So I was gonna say that this is probably the number one reason why people don't come out about sexual abuses because people don't, when you tell somebody that, they don't believe you.
Right.
Like, like that's
Like
why
it's
people are
too deep
afraid
to be
because
for.
they don't believe you that like they don't believe you. So it's like then they get scared and they go back and hide because people don't believe them, you know. And
It's easy to say
I
you lying.
always believe I always believe the person first, and then until I found out otherwise, I always believe them because I'm a survivor. So who to tell me that the person's telling me, she's telling the truth? I always believe them first until I found out if I find out they're lying.
Right.
I always believe them first. So
That's how I feel. I feel like I'm always take up for the victim first. If I come out to be taken up for a false victim, I will apologize for that. But I'm not gonna sit here and discredit or belittle or victim shame or bully a victim without knowing for a fact if that victim is saying the truth or not. So I'd rather stand by the victim, you know what I'm saying, and apologize later for it than to bully and shame and discredit a victim, you know what I'm saying, or slander their name and then later say, well, damn, I was wrong. Like that's just, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
when
crazy to me. That's ludicrous. Ludicrous.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
when when you don't believe a victim, that just puts more shame on them, and then they're they're afraid to like come out, they're afraid to tell people, and then it's really scary, and then that makes them want to like think that they're not a good of a person. It makes them like think all these bad things about them. Like when I was told, people didn't believe me. When people didn't believe me, I was like, I'm gonna kill myself because nobody's believing me. What am I gonna do? Like, so like it just makes people think bad things about themselves. You don't believe them. Makes them like want to hurt themselves, kill themselves, or do something stupid because nobody's believing them.
I made
Absolutely.
Mhm.
made a post about this. Well, I did a speak about this last year, and I made a post and I said victim blamers are undercover backstabbers and predators.
Mm.
I put that. Yep,
I mean,
that's what.
they're definitely not to be trusted. Like those are people that you gotta, take with a grain of salt. Like you don't know what to expect. It's like, yo, you really was out here bashing somebody for telling their truth or telling their story, and you was not even present. Like I can't stand when people, they speak with so much emphasis on what they believe was the situation or what they believe to be the truth, or when they speak with so much hey, how you doing, Travel Jet Setter?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, man. Thanks for joining the panel.
No
Um,
problem.
I seen you in the comments. I know you got a little story to tell. So you got
I
Yeah,
call them.
so I'm sorry.
you got the floor. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I was not a victim of sexual abuse at all, but I was a victim of domestic abuse.
Mm, that's abuse. Abuse is abuse.
Abuse is abuse, right?
You know what I'm saying?
So it really what I'm trying to remember who it was. I'm sorry. Is your how do I pronounce your name? Tyga or Tiger?
Tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger. Yes.
Tiger. I thought it was Tyga because of Hot Shot's New York accent. It threw me off. So
No, it says Tiger. It says
yeah,
T-Y-G-A,
see how you say Tyga is you say it with a New York accent though, and
Tiger.
then threw me off. But anyway,
Powerful.
um, so with Tyga's story, again, I was not sexually abused, but I was physically and emotionally abused by my father.
Mm,
It started because I told you I'm originally from the Chicago area.
okay.
It started probably after in '96. It started when I moved back from Fort Lauderdale, and everything was going left. Regarding finances and things like that, and my dad just really.
How old were you at the time?
I was 9.
Okay, wow. Very young.
I was 9. I had just moved back to the Chicago area from Fort Lauderdale. And so my dad had a carpet cleaning business at the time that was kind of going downhill, and he he drank a lot. He was just very verbally abusive. It started off as verbal abuse. And it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And then in 97, when I was around 10 years old, that's when the physical abuse started, and that's when in addition to the verbal abuse and the drinking and things like that. And then he started to eventually verbally abuse my mom, my sister, and me.
Well,
Okay.
just like I asked Saga, I want to ask you: do you think that contributed to your
That's
lifestyle?
the point where I was getting to. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
That's the point where I was getting to. So, throughout my childhood, years and things like that, throughout time, the abuse continued, and the abuse continued after my mom decided to leave my father, and I had to deal with that even though my parents were separated. And just the continue of that abuse, from him when I was always with him, if he was drinking and stuff a lot, that contributed into me being very sexually active once I got older, because I didn't have that father figure in my life. And I had daddy issues. So that led to me, I'm also part of the LGBT community. It led to me just sleeping with random guys just all the time.
Wow.
So random older men. And
Right.
so because
What
of
happens
the
somebody when you
abuse.
feel like you don't have your father figure around?
Exact, yes.
You
So just me hooking up with random older men, it was like kind of like, to mask away the pain of what I went through growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had that dad figure and things like that, and just hooking up with random older guys, and it's like just to mask away the pain and things like that, because I just, my dad wasn't a dad. Like he wasn't really part of my life or anything like that, because what he put me and my sister through. And then like years later, I discovered, because my dad was married before he met my mother, he was in the streets too, like in Jennifer's situation with her peoples and things like that. My father, before this was a first prior marriage before he met my mother, like he was in the streets. He was he had multiple women, and it was like a family, it was like kind of a family business thing, like they were pimping out these women.
Mm.
And he was married to his first wife, her, in Missouri, I believe. I forgot the name of the town. And from what my aunts told me, that, and my mom, I found out about this when I was 11. I think I was at one of my aunt's house, and she told the story about my dad. He was doing that kind of stuff, and he beat the shit out of his first wife.
I'm sorry. I'm
And he
sorry.
had these multiple women and stuff.
This has been really sensitive content, and I
So
understand.
at that time, and so my aunt told my mom this, and that was like my first time, and my mom finding out about that past of my father. And my mom was like, she didn't even know what to say. And so my dad was pretty much running the streets and things like that. And this was his first marriage, and he was married prior to my mother, and he was running the streets, doing shit he had no business doing. It was like a family business, because all of my cousins were doing it, including my father. And my dad had these multiple women, and he would bring them back to the house. This was his first marriage, not when my mother was alive. He wasn't doing all that.
So he
So,
cheated on you.
and I found that out when I was like 11 at one of my aunt's house. But but the abuse went, obviously with my mother, it was nothing like that at all.
Your
It was
father's
just
still with
like,
your moms?
I'm sorry.
He's still with your moms? They still together?
Oh no, my parents got separated in 2001.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, this was like 2 weeks before 9/11 happened that my mom just like packed up and we stayed at a friend's family's house.
Wow.
And so but they did get divorced in 2007. And so that abuse from my dad that I dealt with all those years, and once I got older, and this actually started like maybe not even too long ago, like when I was 22, I was hooking up with random guys because I was still dealing with that pain. And
It just
my
the
dad was, I was still trying to put shit aside to be able to have a relationship with my dad, despite of what he, giving him chances after chances after chances after chances. It, it, I finally got to the point where maybe like 5 years ago, I just cut him off completely. And I had to go to therapy and things like that. And I was still at that time, I was hooking up with random dudes, in the middle of the night, and just to mask away the pain that I went through.
And did you feel like you wasn't old enough to support yourself, so you'll look for older dudes to pretty much
To fulfill what my father couldn't do for me.
fill the space of your father's figure?
Exactly. So I just didn't care. Like it was just like me, to fulfill what my dad couldn't do for me.
Wow.
So yeah, and so like what Tiger was saying, that the same situation happened with me when it came to my father and abusing me and my sister and my mom.
See, a lot of our kids are being destroyed throughout these
And
actions.
that took a long like when I finally said fucking I don't want no parts of him, that's when I was able to start to be able to heal and move on. But I was still dealing with the after fact of dealing with that abuse for almost 20 some years. So
Mm.
now I'm like in a space now that, I'm totally in a different space now, like being 34. I just turned 34 last month on the 14th. And
Happy belated.
I'm sorry.
Happy
Happy
belated.
belated.
Thank you. And so I'm just now in a totally different space in my life, and like I told you, dude, I'm just because I have my mom is a European immigrant, um, that immigrated here from Luxembourg in Europe. That's the European country where my mother is from. And
Okay.
so just because my mom is a European immigrant that came to this country, that doesn't mean that I didn't live poorly, because it's like my mom just had a mental breakdown, and I pretty much grew up around my black side family because most of my family they're in Europe. Like all my cousins and stuff on my mom's side, they're in Europe. And there's some of them are here too, but I mainly spent more on my black side of family than my white side of family, because the majority of my white side of family, they're in Europe,
So
and I
you
never met them.
is half white and half black both. So you guys could pretty much relate on
Yeah.
about.
So, yeah, but again, like, you know, my mom's side of the family, like I said, they're all in Europe because my mom is an immigrant. My mom immigrated here. Well, my grandparents and my aunt and my uncle, they immigrated here. But the majority of my family, they're in Europe. So I grew up in bits and pieces around my mom's side of the family, but I mainly grew up around my black side of the family. So yeah. But it's like I just wanted just to share my story because it kind of relates about what Tiger was saying. He was being very sexually active and things like that because of his abuse situation. The same happened with me, but the difference is that I was physically and emotionally abused.
Absolutely correct. Tiger, you have something to say regarding what Travel just said? It.
Oh yeah, I was saying that my by me being sexually molested and me being sexually active, like being wild and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
I end up getting into like abusive relationships because
Oh,
I
me
didn't know how
too.
a man,
Yep,
I
me
didn't know
too.
how to be loved by a man. So because that happened to me when I was younger, so I ended up getting into like a lot of abusive, like really bad like relationships because of my past. So yeah, it works both way. It works both ways. I got into abusive relationships too because of my
Yeah, me
past.
too.
Because I didn't know
Yeah,
how to be
me.
loved. I didn't
Yeah,
get, know
me.
how to be loved by a man.
Yeah.
And my dad was in my life. He's been my life the whole time. But still, even though I had so much love for my dad, like I still like because I was in so much pain, I still like acted
Mm-hmm.
out sexually. And then my pimp, I guess, because I was prostituting, my pimp, like he was abusing me, and then it led me into relationships where I was getting abused, beat, gun pulled on me, like a lot of stuff. So yeah, it just works both ways.
Yeah, like with me, like in the same situation, like I got into an emotion. It wasn't physical, but it was like emotional. A relationship with this person in 2014, and I ended that very quickly after a month of dating that guy, and I ended the relationship because I'm like, I am not going to go through what I went through. This is like going through what I went through with my dad all over again.
Oh yeah,
So it's
I'm
like,
sorry you had to
no,
go
I'm
through
not
that.
going through that because the dude was an asshole. Well, he came all nice and things like that, but once I started to date him and saw what he was about, when I saw he was trying to control me and might be emotionally abusive, I knew the signs, and I got out of that relationship. So but it's like, I'm now, since I'm doing a lot better, so I'm kind of like in a very stable place in my life now because I was able to sit down and deal with it.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I'm sorry that you guys had to endure any of this trauma, man. Like, what can you guys say to the gentlemen out there, to the men out there, and the women that has been through similar situations, you know what I'm saying, have been suffering and don't know how to speak out, especially the men, because the men don't really know how to speak out more than the women do. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
Yeah,
mhm.
so I'm sorry, yeah, I'm sorry, you can go first.
It's
Tyler.
okay. As a black man, we don't always have to be strong. We could be weak too, and it's okay to don't be ashamed of being molested. Don't be ashamed. You don't got to be ashamed. It's your story, but don't be ashamed. It's okay. And as a black man, we don't always have to be so hard. Like we could be soft. We could feel. We could have emotions. It's okay to tell people what you've been through.
absolutely.
So
I
yeah.
appreciate that. And what would you say to them, Travel?
Well, what I want to say, like, for the women and men, is that correct? Want to make
Correct.
sure. Okay. So for the women, you know, I, because like I said, that hits home when it comes to women and stuff because of my mom.
Mm,
I want the women to speak out
Right.
as soon as it happens. Don't be afraid.
right.
Do not be afraid to speak out. And I'm saying this in my voice because of my mother. I don't
Mm,
play when it comes to women. I do not play.
Hmm.
yeah.
Women, if you're being touched in any way, if anything happens to you, you speak up. Do you understand?
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Speak up, ladies. Don't
yes.
let these motherfucking dog ass men punk you. Do
Yes.
you hear me?
Yes, I
Right.
hear you. And yes. And I
Do
am so
not
blessed.
let these men punk you.
Mm.
Don't.
Yes.
If you ladies get violated, don't you dare let your I can't even find the word for it right now because I'm very hot talking about this. Um 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 make you feel like you can't speak out. Don't you dare let that happen.
God.
You speak up. Fuck who don't believe you.
Mm, Absolutely, I agree.
Fuck who don't believe you, because you know what your predator did to you.
Yes.
Lady, I'm sorry if I come off strong, but if I think of my mother, when my dad put my mother through what my dad put my mother through. My dad didn't rape her, but my dad was sexually abused. Not sexually, but he was physically abusive to her.
Yes.
This is part of the healing process. Let it out, man. That's what we're here
for. I'm sorry, and and just to think about it, I was 14 one time. My dad came to my mother's house and he was trying to get in her pants and he was pissy ass drunk.
He was trying.
I was 14. I remember he came to the house. I guess he wanted a booty call from my mom. My mom, she didn't want it, and he was coming on to her. He was pissy drunk, and I blocked him. I said, you're not gonna go near my mother, and and I got my ass whooped in that house that one night.
Wow.
And this was like in between of my parents' separation.
That's so sad, man.
So sad.
So, I'm just saying this, ladies, if you please, if I pray it doesn't happen to any women on this platform. Because I heard from watching your previous videos, Hot Shot, when I came across you a couple of days ago, just hearing these women's stories, it broke my heart.
Oh yeah, man.
It hurt my soul. The lady Nisi, when I heard her speak about them 12 men,
oh yeah,
that I had to turn off the video.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of
that hurt my soul.
There's a lot of sad stories behind these.
That hurt my soul. And what's happening to Jennifer, who in their right fucking mind would do some shit like that?
Man, I've seen it all.
Who in their right fucking mind will put a woman who has kids through this?
Oh, yeah. This is sad.
I'm sorry, but I'm venting because it brings back memories of my mother.
It's sad, man, because this is what I was trying to say before when we first started the whole Jennifer story. Now that you bring her up, I was saying this is.
I didn't mean to bring her up, but I just
I'm not gonna give too much commentary.
No, absolutely.
I just wanted to say that this is what I was saying before in the beginning of the whole thing. Like, this is what it causes and it creates is a whole domino effect. You're not just harming one victim; you're harming all victims across the globe because these victims are listening, they're tuning in, and they're seeing how you're handling their cases, how you're handling their stories and their truths, what comparison you have, towards them, or what sympathy you have. And when they see other people or other content creators or other public figures that just quickly dismiss the victim's claims or discredit them or belittle them, shame them, but it's like, yo, I understand how it would bring all this hurt, all this betrayal, all this trauma right back up. Something that y'all tried.
Just hearing Jennifer's story, oh my God, man, it's just and just hearing the other people's stories, and like I said, my mom wasn't raped, but my mom was abused in a way that my mom checked out, and that's where the hood part come in. I had to spend time on the west side of Chicago, bro.
Wow.
They took care of me. And that's the place you don't want to be after certain times at night and during the fucking daytime. That west side of Chicago ain't no joke.
Yeah, I heard about Chicago, man.
That west side ain't no joke.
Oop, low child.
I never been to Chicago.
That is no joke on that west side of Chicago. I had to spend time with my crackhead ass relatives because guess what? My mom was in a dark place. She couldn't provide for me and my sister. I grew, man, I was living off of $80 a month.
How's your relationship with your mom now?
Oh, I love my mom. I talk to my mom every day. I love my mother. I'm not mad at my mother. It
Amen.
wasn't my mama's fault for why she for the state that she was in. It's obvious
Right.
for
Wow.
what happened. I love my mother is my everything.
What up, Gigi? Well, I feel like there's some kind of vindication in your story that you and your mom turned out having a great relationship.
No, I was never mad at my mom. I was disappointed in my mother, but I love my mom. My mom sacrificed a lot for me and my sister, my youngest sister, growing up.
Wow, that's good to hear, man.
That's my mother.
Shout out to the good mothers out there.
That's my mom. Like I'm sorry, my dad ain't shit. I don't fuck with my father. I haven't spoken to him in 5 years, and nor I don't care to want to talk to him. That's sorry. But the point here is this, is that ladies, this whatever the abuse is, you speak up. Don't let that man punk you. Please, ladies, don't let that happen. Because that's how they're going to control you. If they try to put fear, oh, if you do this, if you know, in the hell, no, fuck that. You say something. You say something. You don't let your predator put you in a place that you can't speak up.
Word up. Yeah, Tiger.
I understand what he's saying, but sometimes it's hard to for people to tell people because they're ashamed, so sometimes it might take some time, but yes, you should tell immediately. But if you don't, it's because they feel ashamed.
Yeah, and
they don't know how people are gonna they don't know how people are gonna accept it,
Absolutely. And it's been a history of that.
Yeah.
It's been a history of that. That's the reason why when this happens to men and women, they're afraid to speak up, because it's a history of this.
Right.
Yeah, because when I told my mom, I didn't tell her till I was like 18, 19, and that happened when I was 7. So she was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And I was like, I was afraid. Sometimes it takes time, but you should, when something like that happens to you, you should tell immediately. But sometimes it does take time because you don't understand what's going on. So
no, oh yeah, absolutely. You should process what the hell happened to you. Absolutely. But I'm just saying, the point here is don't let yourself be a victim and let your predator, put you in a place that you're helpless.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that person violated you. Absolutely. But I'm just saying, don't, you have, have that adrenaline or that courage, for when you feel the time is right, and you speak up and you say something and you put they motherfucking asses on blast, yo.
I didn't. I always, when that first happened to me,
don't ever protect your predator.
Oh.
How do you feel what if a predator knows where you live? Because some of them are true stalkers. There was a predator trying to approach me years ago, and come to find out he knew everything, in the database. He knew everything of where I live and everything else, and then he just used that to basically prey on me. How do you handle that situation?
Okay, so the best way I feel you should handle that. I'm sorry.
That's a good question.
Okay, so the best way you should handle that situation, if you know where that person lives, I would first and foremost, try to go to a place where he can't find you, and do it immediately, as soon as it happens, or go to the police. Try, yeah, or yeah, and like I just said, just try to, just leave where where you live, like leave immediately, like get your shit and roll out and go hide somewhere, leave town if you have money to do so.
Yeah, it's scary. It's definitely
That's what I would do.
and
Can
get
I
an
say
order of
something?
protection. Like Gigi Alvarez just said, it's true. Go to the officials, the authorities. Like if you feel like nobody in your family, is listening or is trying to support you or help you in any kind of way, shape, or form, definitely go to the authorities, man, and make your voice, heard. Because this is illegal. What they're doing is a crime. It's disgusting. It's illegal. It's degrading. It's just so many wrongs and evils.
And
So
predatory.
it's
And
predatory.
predatory.
It's sick.
I want
It's sick.
to.
Go ahead. It's a sick mental disease that these people have, the ones committing these crimes.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that to the females or women out there, make sure that when you're going out like late at night, you go out late at night by yourself. Make sure you have like some kind of like maybe like pepper spray or something because like me, like I'm a small person, like I'm only 5'2" and I'm tiny. So like when I go out at night, if I'm going out by myself, I always carry like a little something, pepper spray. Make sure you have like something on you, not like not being like dangerous, but like some pepper spray or something just in case if somebody tries to like, grab you or try to touch you, you can be like back up, or if they don't, you can just spray them, because I've done that before with people have tried to like grab me and stuff like that, and I sprayed them before. So just make sure you have something that you could like, protect yourself, and always have your phone with you. Make sure you have your always in your pocket and stuff like that.
Definitely good advice. Well, the Sis Press Queen sells self defense accessories. If anybody is looking to have to buy some self defense accessories, they're all legal. So
They're all legal. Is that what you
yeah,
said?
yeah, they're all legal, not illegal. They're legal. So definitely go over there and check her site out on Instagram. I don't know if you want to go ahead and tell them where to find you, sis.
Oh, I also wanted to also point out that New York City, unfortunately, we don't have open carry. And I've been stressing that a lot lately, ever since the girl from Harlem was bitten
Right.
and other cases of women who have been attacked. I feel like they really need to start implementing that because there are unreported cases that's not in the mainstream media of us being physically attacked and losing our lives under the hands of our own men, and it's really sad. And it's not to discredit the gentlemen that have gone through abuse, but we need to enforce that to protect us. And it's just
Absolutely.
mhm.
I agree.
Absolutely. That needs to be enforced. And
I'm
you know
scared to
what?
carry a gun.
Yeah,
You
because
know
I'm
what?
from New York.
Like
I
I,
agree. Like we need
yeah,
to.
and I'm from the Shy, so we carry guns here all day, every day. We don't play that shit here.
I
Shit,
had
you
that
you got
privilege.
us fucked all the way up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Shit, we
scared to
don't
carry
play
a
that shit
gun.
here in Chicago. We pack heat all day, every motherfucking day. We don't
I'm
play that
scared to
shit
carry a
here.
gun.
No,
Nah,
we don't
Chicago be
play
on that
that.
hood. I already know. Chicago be on that hood tip.
We be on that hood shit, yo. We don't play that at all.
I'm scared to carry a gun. Ugh, I don't know why.
Yeah,
I'm
listen,
scared.
it's like they say, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So that's why I'll be like, yo, if I don't want to have a gun, if I'm not going to use it, I mean, it sounds crazy, but my thing is, if I have a gun and somebody really try me, I'm scared of what I might do with it. So, like I just don't like just don't try me. Just stay away from me. Just stay away. That's all.
Or
Right.
for us, we're
Or
gonna
just
always
don't.
need. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
Or just don't uh like for me, like I say to women, like if you're gonna be by yourself and you're walking on the street, make sure you don't walk down dark alleys. Make sure you walk on the street where there's light at and stuff like that, or where there's a lot of people. Don't
Or
walk like in like unsafe areas by yourself. Always walk with somebody else.
right.
Just be
This is what I
safe.
was saying when I did the whole video on the lady that got molded in Harlem. And I was telling people like, listen, she kind of did make a mistake in going into that liquor store when she seen a group of guys standing right in front of it. She was the only woman around. Um
Yeah.
it was like, okay,
Oh yeah, you don't. Yeah, in Harlem, man, I walk through Harlem at night. That ain't a good idea, yo. At night, Cause
Yeah,
it be nothing but them niggas outside them bodegas and shit, man. You don't want that. No. I walked through what was that? I forgot. It was like 123rd or something like that in Harlem. I think it
right.
was like Lexington or Malcolm X. I don't remember which one. The one near the Apollo Theater.
Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, Frederick Douglass. Like, yeah, I think that was the street. Man, at night, man, them niggas be out there deep.
Oh yeah. It's a hustle. It's like
They
all the
be out there
yeah,
deep, yo.
yeah, all the hustlers be out, and it definitely that
Oh,
should be.
you from Milwaukee, Blessing?
I love.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
But I
Oh,
She's
mean, it
from
still doesn't.
she's 2 hours away from where I'm at. But yeah, Harlem, man, them niggas it's deep outside
Yeah,
them bodegas.
it's 125th.
I say
Word.
something. I say
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you gotta be careful. Yeah, you wanna
125th is zombie land. Like you go out there, you see a bunch of zombie lookalikes.
zombie looking ass dudes, man. Mm.
Like they
I
it's kind of pandemic, drug
say something.
pandemic going on over there.
Still
Good.
doesn't warrant the fact that she was
Hello.
molded. Warrant that, you know?
What?
Right, but we're saying like for her protection though.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
good.
sorry. Oops,
Oh,
sorry.
I wanted to say, so I was born in New York, but I wasn't raised there, but I still have family there. And I remember like 2 years ago, I went to New York to visit my family because I have family that live on Long Island, my mom's side of the family. And I remember I walked to a store, like it was like 12 o'clock at night. And, some people could tell I'm gay, some people can't. So there was this guy standing there and like, he was like, F you, you effing fag, right? So like me, like, I fight fair. I fight with my hands. So like, I went up to him and like I was gonna fight him, and then all of a sudden he put a gun on me. I was like, oh shit! So I just backed up and walked away. So now I just like carry a mace on me and stuff like that. But yeah, it's crazy out there. Be safe, you know, because people ain't fighting fair. Like I fight with my hands, but people don't fight fair nowadays. They just want to kill you or shoot you. Like they don't
Yeah,
fight
they
fair.
want to shoot you. Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
care
they don't fight
these
fair.
days.
It's
Yeah,
not like when I
but
was growing up. When I was growing up, we used to fight fair, but now they don't
yeah,
fight
me
fair.
too. Yeah, but how I grew up too, we used to fight fair, but that don't happen no more. So you gotta be very, very careful. And hot shot, yeah, like and like the bodegas and stuff. It be not them niggas be deep at like
What is a
11 o'clock at
bodega?
night. A bodega is like it's let Hot Shot tell it shit. He'll tell you what a bodega is.
Oh, that's just little corner stores, little Spanish
Yeah,
corner.
yeah, what they call
Uh,
corner stores in New York and
Arab.
all the 5 barrels in New York.
Really, the
like a
little Spanish
7-Eleven,
corner
basically.
store.
Like a 7-Eleven.
I mean, not really.
No, it's
Yeah,
not like a
Um,
7-Eleven. It's like
like
Like a
a
little.
deli. It's like a deli.
Deli Mart. Yeah, like some of them they
okay.
make sandwiches and all that. Some of them, they make food. So it depends which
Okay.
bodega.
Yeah, so it's like a deli / corner store. That's what
Corner
it's
store
like.
deli. Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I was asking because I live in a country, so I was like, we don't really have like stores or anything. So I was just asking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
so it's like so it's like a deli and a corner store combined together, like on every fucking corner in New York.
Oh wow. Okay.
Almost every block.
Almost
Almost
every block it's one of those, like all over
7. You can get
Uh,
sandwiches, chopped cheese, all that.
all that.
hey, I have a question. So I got a chat message from somebody, and they said, "Am I coming?" I think it was I don't know who it's from. Let me see. It's from Miss Lackey. She said, never mind, you don't have to come. And I was like, come where? I don't
Wait,
understand.
are you talking about the
What?
private checkers? You're not supposed to read that out loud.
Oh
Ooh.
we oh is it probably about what they were talking about earlier? Oh yeah. When the show started.
Never a dull moment. But yeah, no, that it wasn't nothing bad. It was just still you're not supposed to read the private jet. Good or bad. It's a private jet for a reason, buddy. But nah, I ain't mad at you. It doesn't say nothing bad. Pretty much the sis was just saying that you was coming back or you don't have to come back on if you don't want to. But you was there.
Yeah.
Not you, homie.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm about to bring this show to a close. Anybody want to give their last thoughts? I'm weak too.
oh man. No, I just appreciate it, and I just I'm really am here to support all the victims that
I'm sorry.
and Jen and her her situation, and
Yeah, Jen is doing good. I'm happy for a lot of reasons today. A lot of stuff that I just been going through, and Jen doing better. That's a big reason to be happy. Go ahead. We're gonna
Hot shot.
let you
What
go
did
and
you
then
say? I missed it about the chat.
I was saying, you wasn't supposed to read the private
yeah,
chat
he
out loud.
wasn't. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
It's all good though. It wasn't nothing crazy.
It's okay. Yeah, I had asked for you to be on my show, but I was just telling Hotshot never mind because you was putting it all out on here, and so you did a great job. We
Oh,
appreciate
thank you.
yes, and we appreciate you coming, and we
Thank
enjoy
you.
everything. And you guys, both of you guys, just know that God got you, and God's in control, and you guys are on the right path. And on behalf of the shooters and the hotties, oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah, you got it.
and the
you
hotties
got it.
and the messy angels, we love you guys. And I'm gonna
Thank
go ahead
you.
and drop
Praise you.
out, and I'm gonna tell you guys good night, and to the chat, mods, and the panel, I love all of you guys.
Love you too,
Thank
sister.
you.
Keep joining the
Thank
fam.
you so much.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. All right, Hotshot, drop me down. I'm trying to get down from here.
Yeah, I
I
tucked
see
you in.
it. I see it now. My bad.
I got you. Good looking, sis, for
No,
joining.
but yeah, I just hope that just me. I know I was passionate, but it really hits home. That ooh, it really hit home, and I needed to kind of vent that out, because it reminded me of my mom and how my dad treated my mom, and it brought back so many memories, and I just hope, ladies, I hope I was able to help you out in any way I could.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you helped a lot of people listening. That was actually probably going through similar things and didn't know how to deal with it or come about it. If you guys go on Instagram, you guys could see the hotlines I got posted up there as well for abuse and stuff like that these gentlemen have been through. But any last statements from you ladies? As we've heard from the gentlemen, and they gave good insight. They shared their stories. They were courageous. I applaud them. I give them the utmost respect and support. If there's anything we could do to help, we're here. We're here for all kinds of support. So just stick around. We're a family here. We're a big family. We don't discriminate. We don't judge nobody. Everybody comes from different backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? And we respect everybody who comes on the platform. And we're just here to support all victims. You guys stay blessed up at home. Don't do nothing crazy. Your life is valuable. Your love, even if you don't know people out there, they support you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believe it or not. So keep living, keep striving, and just try to tune out the negativity. Because a lot of the time, social media will make you do some shit. Like you just,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It'll make you lose. So protect your energy for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And let me tell you something. I might be a gay man, but I can throw down. I'm from Chicago, homie.
I love it. I love it.
You got me. No, you ain't gonna punk my ass. Shit, my cousins on the west side of Chicago taught me how to fight.
People get it twisted sometimes. They be like, "Yo,
shit, they got me fucked up." Like I might be a gay man, but I'm hood. I'm hood. Shit. My cousins taught me how to fight, yo.
Gotta have them self-defense classes.
Right? My cousins, we stand outside of the house and shit
Listen,
before the damn crackheads and the other people came. For shit got real.
that's a whole
Shit
fact.
taught me how to fight because I used to be a punk like when I was 11 and 12. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Like I used to let people punk me when I was 11 and 12.
Very hard topic and definitely take self-defense. Um, I'm gonna let the queens give their last statements and we're gonna close out. Next show
Yes, the
coming.
queens.
Yeah,
These
the queens.
beautiful queens that are like
I don't even
sitting
know.
here looking beautiful.
Are y'all still here, queens? Or did y'all fall
I'm
asleep?
here. I'm here. I just to the fellas, thank you so much for all that you put towards the show tonight. Um, I was always one of those people that, I've been through my own trauma, and everyone has always asked me, how I got through it, and I never did and now I'm sitting here realizing, like, wow, why didn't you do something to get through it? Because I am genuinely triggered, and I'm privately triggered because no one in my household, not even my husband, knows of my past pain.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've been sitting here silently crying to myself, really trying to figure out why I never really got the help rather than just getting myself up, dusting myself off and keeping it moving. That's not healthy. So I don't suggest no one does that.
Mm.
Um I do want to speak on just real quick, as far as us, any of us, protecting ourselves. Restraining orders is all, they're good and all. I have a lifetime restraining order against someone to this day.
Mm-hmm.
But also stay aware, stay alert, because to be honest, a restraining order is nothing but a piece of paper, and to a person that don't give a fuck, it means
Mhm.
nothing.
Yeah, they'll just show up to your
So
house
so
regardless of that paper.
exactly. So always, regardless of what, protect yourself at all costs. At all costs, like whatever it is, stay alert, stay aware of your surroundings. I taught my kids to always share their locations, on their phones. um just do everything that you can, and the number one thing that you can do for yourself is to constantly pray over yourself in your day to day,
Mm-hmm.
because can nobody protect you like God can protect you.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
So I don't have really much to say. I'm not, I see that, you want to end this, but I do thank you guys so much for sharing your story, because we don't hear the guys' stories at all. I have a
Yeah.
nephew that is in the LGBTQ family and everything, and he has a story as well. And it touched home because I know of his past pain. So I know, what he's been through. It aligned with both of y'all stories. So my heart broke for him, silently for that.
Yeah.
But I do pray for y'all peace. Even, to this day, I pray for everyone on the panel. I pray for everyone in the chat. I pray for y'all peace to
Thank
be
you.
still. I love you all.
Thank
and
you.
and I'm here. And to anyone that reaches out in regards to my self-defense products, please let me know. I'm going to actually post my personal Instagram up here, so that way y'all can reach out to me personally. Because that page I'm sharing, I share it with my other business partners, but I will reach out to me personally. And to be honest, just let me know that you're from Hot Shots page, and I will send you something just off the strength. No,
Ooh,
no, I'm not doing this for money, because
Okay.
family
my
discount,
my
baby.
my right, my past shit is why I
Word.
went into this business. So I'm gonna post my personal page in the link. Let me know that you're from this page, and anyone, and I will personally send you. Just give me your info, and I will send you something just off the strength. And
That's
that's coming from the love of me. I'm not in none of this for money, because it ain't about the money. I'm good.
I have to send you some breasts, sis. Come on.
Nah, I'm serious, you know what I mean? Because
Word.
like
I'm serious
it's not
too.
often. Like, I think that, we're not a major big old platform like some of these other people are, but I think that the people that are here, and even the ones that stayed on this chat tonight, we're all meant to be here. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, God does things for mysterious reasons we don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
And and that's cool. That's cool. I feel like everybody that's on this chat right now was meant to be here tonight to hear these stories. And you know what I mean? And it was to me like, I'm really about to get off of this and go have a talk with my husband so he can understand. We've been together for 6 years. But let me tell you something, that he needs to know something. You know what I mean? And you guys encourage me to do that.
Oh wow, thank you
Oh
so
And
wow,
much.
so
and
sweet.
and that to me is a beautiful thing. You know, I'm secure in my marriage, I'm secure in my relationship, and he is that guy that I just, it was just me. It wasn't him, it was just me. You know what I mean? Like I buried that from everything. One day I'll get up here and talk, you know, some of my things, but you guys really, thank you. So don't
You're
think that y'all
so
coming out
welcome,
here with,
sweetheart. Thank
don't
you.
think that nothing that y'all said, even the women that shared, my girl Twila that was in the chat, don't think none of the things that was shared tonight was
Right.
done in vain, because it was heard. At least it was heard by me.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So
I
I
think
send my love to you all. Hasha, you know you my guy forever.
you my
And I send you just major blessings, major blessings.
likewise,
Yes.
Queens. Yo,
Yes.
shout out to Twila in the chat, by the way. She's been through a lot as well, and it'd be very difficult for her to actually tune into these shows. So I commend her for being strong enough to actually even make it on the show. We didn't know what the show was really going to be about. Like I said, me and Tiger had an upcoming interview for tomorrow, but we didn't know it was going to take place today. It did. It is what it is. Everything happens in God's timing. But what I'm saying, like everything happened organically. So, but I understand people like
Hmm.
Twala that these could touch certain, you know what I'm saying? Like it could touch certain emotions, certain memories, and make somebody relive their traumas. So I get it, and it's a long healing process for everybody. Is different. So shout out to those that made it, even for a second or 5 seconds of the show. I feel like it was some kind of negative. I'm sorry, positive impact, and it actually lifted some kind of weight or for whoever was listening. You know what I'm saying? So whoever made it and was able to stay for the show, whether whatever time it was, I feel like it was not in vain, like you said, Press. Like it was well, it was vindicated from the messages we got from everybody that's been through these traumatic experiences. Go ahead, Taylor. We're about to close out. If
Um,
woman
I
has
want
something
to
to say,
say,
hold on a
I
second.
want
Woman who never exists. I need you to change that name because you exist. I need you to change that shit or go back to underground seas because you exist.
Uh, all right. All right.
Yeah, you
So,
matter to us, and I know you've been through a lot too. And I've watched some of your stuff, so we could definitely keep talking, keep in communication, make sure everything good, all is well. Go ahead, Tiger, and then I'm gonna let you talk, woman, and then we're gonna close out.
okay. I want to say thank you, Hot Shot, and thank you everybody for listening.
You're welcome.
And I shall be back again.
Most definitely. Thank you for coming on the platform on the panel because I know you was nervous too before all this, and you was trying to tell me you didn't want to come on camera. I'm glad you even came on camera. That's even better. Like you show people who you are, how strong you become, and you brought everybody through your journey. So I appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
I thank you for coming on here and being brave and courageous as well. And we definitely look forward to hearing more of these, stories and shows of victims need some kind of healing, and we just gonna be there for them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna support them. We're gonna be there for them. We're gonna uplift them and make sure that they just choose the right route, and the right path in life, a safe one, a safe haven, a peaceful one, a loving one. And that's pretty much what I want to go out for everybody. That's the energy and the vibes I want to give out. So with that being said, I want everybody to have a blessed night. Woman, who will always exist. What do you have to say?
and the men on the panel, the men and the women on the panel, and just so you know that everyone deserves a voice, and don't let the Me Too movement that seems to be only for women hinder you from speaking out. And sadly, men are conditioned to not speak upon things because um, they're being viewed as being weak. They're being viewed as just not trustworthy in a way. And we need to break that cycle. We need to break that generational curse. And for to witness and being in this panel with two strong men speaking on their trauma and allowing us to also speak on their trauma, just know that you are valued, you are heard, you are loved, and like you said, Hotshot, we exist. So definitely, we definitely have your back, and yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's all a universal thing, whether you're black or white, man or woman, or what have you. Everyone deserves a voice, no matter what. And I thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Facts. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. And like I said, once again, thank you all for joining your incredible insight, your incredible perspectives and points of views and advice. You know what I'm saying, for other victims that have been through these traumatic experiences or at least similar ones to you guys. That's absolutely dope. This is exactly what I love doing for the community. I feel like we're all brothers and sisters in some way, shape, or form. So why
Mhm.
not? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's quick to tear everybody down. Like it's so easy to be negative or be malicious, but it's so hard to be positive and uplifting. So I'm
Yeah.
glad we broke the barriers, we broke the curses today, we broke the chains. You know what I'm saying? And we pretty much set a positive tone for everybody listening, everybody that's been through similar things, like I said before.
How do I follow everybody?
Listen, drop what information y'all want in the chat because people gonna hit the replay. They're gonna see this over and over. So drop what
Okay.
information y'all want. If you want people to follow you, just let them know where: Instagram,
Okay.
Twitter, Facebook, and then put your stage name out there, and they'll know
Okay.
where to find you. Definitely go ahead and
Okay.
follow Tiger Heartbreaker Hilton and Travel Jet Setter 87. And show them
Okay.
love and support,
Yep,
man.
I have it. Yeah, that's my Instagram. Travel Jet Setter 87. You'll see this same picture probably if you go to
Okay.
my Instagram page.
Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.
Take care,
Thank,
y'all. Blessed night,
thank
people.
Bye.
you
All
too.
right,
All
take
right,
care.
bye now.
Be safe, y'all. Thank you guys for coming. Be safe, y'all. Stay. You know what I always tell y'all: keep your mask on, your hand sanitizers, and your gloves in your pockets, your purses, your pockets, your merces, your man bags, whatever the hell it is. Keep it in there. Don't be dying off of no, being risky. Talking about this corona ain't real. This corona ain't real. Yeah, it's a pandemic. It was planned. It was man-made, but it's real. It's really killing people. So God bless you all. Stay safe and stay blessed. Much love, peace, and happiness. Later.